On
Yeah,
that
no,
note,
it's just like yeah.
welcome back to Flick Fights, everybody. This week we are doing Tucker and Dale versus Evil versus Club Dread. If you're seeing this before Hereditary versus Midsummer, that's because we've had some massive technical difficulties, so that will be coming out later. After this week, we're going to do the wheel at the end of the episode again and go back to our regularly scheduled programming. But this movie, in our timeline, will be capping off our Flick Frights month.
Yep, which, it was fun, but I've definitely hit my quota on horror movies for October.
Yeah. Yeah, even the comedy Halloween movies. I'm all set. This is the most time I've ever spent on Halloween-related things in my life, so... Maybe next year we do a couple weeks of it.
Yeah, maybe even like maybe like a little watch party or something like that. Like we pick a movie and like riff on it, then a movie next week, and then we can do the fight there or something.
Yeah, that's a decent idea. I don't think I'm going to think of any better matchups next year. If you guys think of some, feel free to tell me, but...
Yeah, and we're also like, we like a good, kind of cushy movie like Hereditary and stuff. I'm personally, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I'm not into just like gore fests. Like, I'm not out here trying to watch Terrifier and stuff like that.
I got burnt out on that in the early 2000s with Saw and all the Saw, Hostel, all those fucking movies. There was a run of that shit.
It's like, you want to watch someone suffer for an hour and 45 minutes? Here you go.
Yeah, it was weird how our generation was super into that for a minute. Everyone in my high school was, you have to see Hostel. And it really wasn't that good.
My friend's best dad is in Hostel 3.
He's in it? I didn't even know there was a Hostel 3, but I'm sure there's a bunch of them I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah, I think there's like 6 or something at this point. But yeah, he's like a surgeon who like peels faces off in that one.
Yeah, I'm good. That was never up my alley. Especially because they like kind of mix sexuality and murder in that movie a lot.
It's a little bit going on like what's that Police Squad thing like brought to you by the director's Barely Disguised Fetish? Like it's getting a little there.
Yes, forever burnt in my head is the scene from Hostel 1 where he drags a scythe down a naked woman hung upside down she's like into it. It was weird. That movie was weird.
Yeah. Mine was the Eyegasm, if you remember that one, but yeah.
I don't think I've seen that, no. In that movie?
Oh, yeah, Hostel 1.
I don't remember that. There's only like 2 things I actually remember from that, but...
Oh, it's at the end with the Asian girl with her eye?
Nope, I don't want to look it up either. If I forgot, there's a good reason.
All right, yeah, you repressed it. Good job.
Yeah. Well, this week, these movies are nothing like that at all. If you've never seen either of these are 2 of the biggest underdog movies, in my opinion, in history. Most slept-on comedy horror movies ever made.
Goofy as fuck the entire way through, like just playing with the fucking tropes. It's great.
Yeah, very, very slept on. I can't wait to go through the tail of the tape for this, but... if you're new to the show, please like and subscribe, share the episode, talk about it to your friends, argue about it, come back and tell us we're wrong. The format of the show is each week we take 2 movies, put them through 10 rounds, kind of like a boxing match. And we start with the tail of the tape, go through the plot of each movie, and then we take it through 10 rounds and score each movie on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we declare a winner, and you have to live with it.
Our show, not yours.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have, this week is Tucker and Dale versus Evil in the red corner and Club Dread in the blue corner. Nick, why don't you tell them the stats for our red corner?
All right. So Tucker and Dale. Director is Eli Craig. Came out in 2010. Budget of $5 million. Oh dear. A box office of $0.22 million. Worldwide box office of 5.48. So at least they kind of like scrimped their money back at least. Runtime of 89 minutes. IMDb score of 7.5. Rotten Tomatoes 86 critics and 85 audience. I looked to see how this did on, well, even DVDs. This is like the era of streaming though. It's just like you're kind of fucked if it doesn't hit in the movie theaters, but hopefully Netflix paid them something. Other films he's made, Little Evil in 2017, and cast is Alan Tudyk, Tyler Levine, Katrina Bowden, and Jesse Moss.
Yeah,
And I love me some Alan Tudyk.
Oh, yeah, he is our Lord and Savior, Alan Tudyk. He's just fantastic in everything he's ever been in. That guy is like a xenomorph. He can just switch into fucking anything. Not a xenomorph.
Speaking of xenomorphs, I was going to say, speaking of xenomorphs, so have you seen Resident Alien yet?
Resident Alien? Oh, the Alan Tudyk show? Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he's also G.I. Robot and a million other fucking things that he does voice acting.
Oh yeah,
for.
yeah. It's like he's like the robots. A lot of robot like droids in Star Wars, and he was he was the robot in iRobot.
Yeah, he's amazing. And Tyler Labine was this guy 2007 to 2010-ish, where he just kept popping up and stuff, and he's just fucking hilarious. And I kept waiting on him to blow up, and he just never really did. I don't really know if something happened there, but I've loved everything I've ever seen that dude in. In the blue corner, we have Club Dread, released in 2004, directed by Jay Chandrasekhar. Is that one of... Okay, so that's one of
I think Chandra Sekhar, I think was how you pronounce it. Chandra Sekhar. So it's like
right.
Chandra is like I know it's like an Indian name prefix.
So that is Ramrod, right? From Super Troopers. He's the one directing. I didn't know he's titled as the director. That's awesome. Their budget was $8.6 million. Domestically, they made $5 million. Worldwide, $7.6. Runtime was 103 minutes. IMDb only gave it a 5.7. Rotten Tomatoes has a 30% from critics, 44% from audience. Pretty huge difference in the ratings here. I'm kind of shocked by which got which, honestly.
At the end of the day, like, even though it's poking fun at itself, it's still like a, tits and machetes, like, slasher film, which just gets eviscerated by critics, just regardless of like what quality it is.
Yeah, I'm interested what Super Troopers ratings were. Super Troopers Rotten.
Oh, it's gotta be better.
You would think.
I bet the Slammin' Salmon's got shit reviews.
Okay, this is like the biggest gap you could ever have, which makes a little bit of sense to me, more sense than Club Dread. 37% from critics and 90% from the audience. That's hilarious.
It's like I said, critics, especially like, back in the early 2000s and stuff, before it became like more of like a widespread online thing. It was just like, you actually had to go by like, like known critics and shit like that. They just would shit on things that weren't highbrow. Like they couldn't laugh at something silly and stupid.
Well, and most Broken Lizard stuffs were all massive cult classics. Super Troopers being the epitome of that. And then Slammin' Salmon and all those. Beer Fest.
Yeah, Beer Fest.
Might have been their most like commercially successful movie.
Yeah, still waiting on Weed Fest. God damn it.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Cast is a bunch of people, all the Broken Lizard guys, plus Bill Paxton, plus a bunch of 2000s hotties.
Good old Bill Paxton, the only man to be killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an alien.
And apparently a murderer on an island. At first I thought they were going to do a bit where it was like autoerotic asphyxiation, but yeah.
It was just completely an accident. It's like, wait, there's like a lot of infrastructure set up for this. It's like, this is painted over. This has been here.
All right, well, let's get into the plots here. You want to start with Tucker and Dale?
Yeah, sure. It's freshest in my brain.
Right.
Let me get my notes up here for Tucker and Dale. All right, yeah. So movie just like starts from a cold open to a couple characters that we don't see again until the very end of the movie.
Right.
And
the found footage opening.
There's like a reporter and like their cameraman. They're like, they're covering up something that happened here. We need to go investigate. And it's just like, shouldn't weren't we supposed to get like like a pass from like the press to be here? It's like, sack up, Billy. And then just get immediately murked by like a fucking horror movie monster from around the corner.
So was that supposed to be?
Yeah, it was a Chad.
The kid.
Yeah.
So he's
still
my
out there.
God, I literally didn't put that together until right in this moment that he like.
Oh lives. Yeah, because he like falls out the window and then they're just like, all right, let's leave, and then he just fucking dip. And
I thought about that in that moment. It never put two and two together. The beginning of this movie is still him.
Yeah, no, he completely snapped and became what he most hated. It's great.
Beautiful. God damn it. They really should have harped on that a little more just for me. People need to
Yep.
cater to me more.
It's really to punch home those obvious plot points. Yeah, but yeah, then it cuts to 3 days earlier, and we open on the most quintessential group of stoner college kids that you've ever seen.
Beautiful. Very
It's like there's
reminiscent
like
of 2008. You got the dude in the polo that
with the
so
pop
many guys
collar.
I know had. Yeah. It's magnificent. And yeah, they're the only time you see them, like, from the college kids' perspectives, how it looks horror-y. Like, they
Yeah,
Tucker and Dale drive by in a beat-up truck and just like,
Mad Dog them. Yeah,
and they're just so dumb. They're just sitting there slack-jawed staring at them. And I'm like, you've been driving right next to them in a two-way road for a minute now.
yeah. It is also the buttfuck middle of nowhere, so you can probably get away with
Right.
some shenanigans with cars. And yeah, they pull up to like a creepy ass like Hills Have Eyes fucking Chainsaw Massacre style fucking gas station, where it just looks like you're gonna get tetanus by rubbing up against anything in there.
And they
'Cause
do
they're-
one more time. They do the thing where it's from their perspective, where like it just looks creepy just because they're dumb hillbillies. You hear the guy running it's talking all slow, and then I need some of this and this. And if you listen to what Tucker is getting, it sounds
I
horrible.
need some rope and meat hooks and turpentine and some
I
shotgun
need
shells.
a scythe. I need. And then
Which
yeah,
means
Tucker
just home
comes.
improvement shit.
He's like, we need anything else, Dale? And he was like, pickled eggs. Just like
like
Deliverance
6-pounder.
sits out there just eating pickled eggs out. It just grossed me the fuck out, dude.
Oh, dude, pickled eggs on a fucking hot sunny day, and
And
you're not
beer.
supposed to put your fingers in the
Fucking
yeah, no, just like
disgusting.
you can see how they smell. Like it's like one of those kind of group guys. It's just like there is an aura of whiskey and bo and unwashed jeans that just permeates
Yeah.
the air around these two men.
Dale's trying to work up the nerve to go talk to her, and Tucker tries to give him a pep talk. He's like,
Yeah, it's like
tell her we
they
have
have
a
a really
vacation house.
yeah, they have like a really sweet relationship. It's like I don't know, man. I don't really have the confidence. Like you are not as ugly as you think, my friend. You go on and get yourself a good doctor. Just walks up to her with like a mouthful of like fucking pickled eggs still.
He says,
and a
whatever
scythe,
you
and he's
say,
just like,
smile and laugh. He just looks insane. Standing there with a scythe. You going camping? Ah!
and then
For the most of the
Chad is
movie,
like,
I referred to Chad as just blue frat boy. Yeah, does the
yeah.
fake karate at him. And God, they
I
couldn't have
don't know
picked a
any of the
better
names of these
person.
characters besides Chad and Allison are the only two I know. Everyone else.
It took me a minute to pick up on Chad, and it was easy to remember because it suited him so well. And
Yes.
pretty much anybody else in this movie was not worth remembering, but except for what is the other girl's name? She was in a bunch of movies during this era as just the hot blonde chick, and I think this is the only movie I remember seeing her boobs in, and this is like, have you ever seen the subreddit bolted on tits? Because it's like the definition of bolted on tits.
Yeah. Just fucking like.
It was so fake. God, boob jobs got so much better.
I know. And also it's like even then there's like, okay, we gotta shoot that at a distance. That's not gonna look good up close.
Yeah. Like, even with your fake boobs, you look the oldest out of everyone here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, a little bit of like Dawson's Creek teenager vibes going on here a bit. Just
yeah,
like
you can tell she's
some
a
of you have
smoker.
mortgages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a plot point too, so
Yeah.
hey, stop noise.
And then they
It's chewing
take
on
off
wires.
and get pulled over, and it looks like Dale's blowing Tucker because they spill a beer, and he takes his shirt off to clean it up. And
Yeah, with
Alan
like
Tudyk
what
is
turns out
so good. He's like, I'm taking him up here to work on the vacation house. He's like, thought a little man time might do him some good. He's just like, all right.
yeah, it's like honestly the most like understanding and like chill cop ever. Like, even when shit goes completely off the rails, like I understand, boys.
Right. Yeah, I was sure that dude
Right?
was somebody famous. He looked like, kind of looked like Charles
It
Bronson.
feels like a reference.
Right.
But yeah, he's like, yeah, it's like we have his cabin. He's like, It's not like but pain and suffering, son. Don't go there. It's just he's the what is it called, the harbinger or something like that, who
Yeah.
tells them you shouldn't go there.
And yeah, then Tucker's just like, he's just jealous because he can't afford a vacation home.
Yeah, and they get up there, and the cabin straight up looks just like straight out of Evil Dead. Like,
Yep.
it might be the same cabin.
It's hilarious though, even this, watching them walk into an obvious like horror cabin, and they're just so happy to have a piece of property that Tucker's walking around like, I think he might have been an archaeologist, and he's touching like bones hanging from the ceiling and shit.
Yeah, there's like this like wall of newspaper clippings, and it's all like these fucking like horrible like the what is it, the massacre or something like that. Like,
yeah, the Memorial Day massacre and all these murders.
Massacre, yeah.
And all they focus on is a coupon.
Yeah, it's like, got 3 hot dogs for $1. You think that's still good?
It's beautiful. I couldn't have picked a better cast for this movie because they play innocent
like, they're
so well.
Oh god! And while they're like kind of looking in the cabin, they find this like one like, I'm guessing it's an obvious booby trap. Like, that's got to be intentional. That fucking, it's like there's like, if you like touch the center pillar in the house, like a fucking like spike covered like 2x4 comes swinging down at head level.
Right. Just barely misses him. And they're like, it just needs a little fixing up. Yeah, they never fix it, which is important later. Yeah, the house is a total shithole, but they're just super thrilled. And then
it's like, oh, just need some dusting.
Yeah. And then it shows the frat kids are camping, and Chad, the super evil frat boy. And like I said, man, his face, everything about him, you couldn't pick a more just rapey, evil frat boy. That guy is perfect for this role.
Total sociopath. It's perfect.
And he tells them the story of the Memorial Day massacre. And you see back in the, I don't know, what is it, 70s, 80s? There's like a bunch of people partying where they are.
Yeah.
And somebody comes up and starts just icing all of them, throws a saw blade directly into somebody's face to kick it off, and then it kind of cuts off there, and you don't see the rest of the story until later.
Mm-hmm.
And he says only one person lived to tell the story and leaves it there.
Yeah.
And then, as required in every horror movie like this, they all go skinny dipping because that's just what you do.
Which ends up just being 3 dudes and the girl with bolted on boobs.
Yeah, girl with bolted on tits. And then it's nighttime for some reason.
Yep, instantly. It took them a real long time to get undressed. Like, they really just had to think about it. And yeah, like while they go out there, Chad decides the best way to flirt with Allison is to sneak up behind her with a hatchet.
He's so good at this, and he's like really psyching himself up with that hatchet the whole movie, practicing throwing it and stuff. And he like covers her mouth and shit, gets really gropey, and is just like,
he starts like trying to neg her and stuff, and just like,
stop acting like you're better than everybody, but we are better than everybody.
Yeah. She's just like, I'm gonna leave, and just like flat up rejects him.
We see Tucker and Dale are just out doing some night fishing, and they see Allie come up and start taking her clothes off, getting ready to cliff dive, and he's like, you shouldn't look, we shouldn't look. And he starts trying to paddle a whale while Tucker's trying to paddle towards her. And then he covers his eyes
looking and shit.
She's like, you were being a peeping Tom. And she falls down and knocks herself the fuck out.
Yeah, they start dragging her into the boat in her underwear because she was like skinny dipping too, and then all the other college kids just see like 2 men just dragging their unconscious friend into a boat and like rowing away with her.
So they sit there and go, we've got your friend, and they're like, ah! They just take cover, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, then it cuts to the next morning, and like Allison's all wrapped up in a bed and all dressed, and Tucker comes in again, or sorry, Dale comes in looking fucking really creepy and like, oh, pancakes.
Yeah, she freaks out and screams. She's like, oh my God, you hate pancakes. Why did I assume she liked pancakes? Idiot. That part cracked me up. Also, the way they keep dressing her head throughout the movie just gets more and more ridiculous because it's like a towel at first, and then later in the movie, it's like a tie is around her head.
They're running out of things to bandage her with. They knocked out.
Meanwhile, you see Blue Frat Boy. They're telling him they took Allie, and he's like, tell him what you saw. And he's like, well, it was dark, but it doesn't make any sense. And he's like, tell him what you saw. He's like, it looked like they were eating her face. Yeah, he says they can handle. Chad says like, we can handle this ourselves. This is like destiny. We're supposed to do this.
Yeah, it's like our moment. Like he's like way too gung ho to go kill someone.
And then
Like, we should really go call the cops. It's
yeah,
like, you
they at
don't
least let
understand.
the
It's not
other
going to help
one
us
go
at
off
all.
and try to get cops, and he's absolutely livid about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're gonna ruin all our fun. Basically, it's like, what the fuck,
Right.
dude?
Yeah, the black friend of theirs is literally just constantly like, "What is wrong with you, man?" They find the house, and Dale comes back with just some bacon and eggs and little flowers on the tray, just being completely adorable. And he's like, "Your friends ran off when this happened." He's like, "But don't be mad at them. They were probably just confused." Like trying to vouch for these guys.
And she's starting to like realize that she's not like about to be murdered, and like starts like warming up to him a little bit. And
Yeah, they picked down a trivia board game to play. She's like, first of all, I was like, "That's your first question in this situation." She's like, do you guys have anything to do?" I'm like, "Do you guys have a phone? Do you guys have
yeah, car. Like, am I allowed to leave? Like, if I go out that door, you're gonna stop me?
Right.
Like, things like that.
I don't care how nice
Not
the
100%
strangers are I
sure.
wake up with. My first question is going to be, "Do you have anything to do?"
That's Scrabble.
And then the frat kids are outside rock, paper, scissors for who is going to walk up to the house. And the nerdy one loses.
Which I'm saying his name is Mitchell because that's what's on his like fucking mechanics overalls
Oh,
that he's
right.
wearing, but that just could be what's on the shirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't know any better, so let's just call him Mitchell.
Yeah, and right as he's approaching the cabin, Tucker in the back is like starting up a chainsaw, just gonna like take out a stump.
Yeah, it's fantastic, dude. He saws into a dead tree stump and hits a bee's nest, and they start swarming him, and he comes running around the corner waving the chainsaw in the air like it's fucking Texas Chainsaw. And my favorite part of this is Mitchell takes off running through the woods, and it looks like Tucker's running after him with the chainsaw, and then the part where he passes him, and it like slows down for a minute, and they look at each other confused.
And then then Mitchell just straight up impales himself onto like a down pine tree.
The ease with which these people impale themselves in this movie is unreal.
Yeah, these are some squishy college kids or something. I don't know, man. I feel like you would like, it would hurt and you'd be fucked up, but it wouldn't like drive through you like 4 feet of fucking tree extending out behind your back.
Yeah.
Like,
And then as he's
like
dying,
running into a metal spike.
he sees a single bee land on his nose and like puts it together as he dies what was happening right then.
Yep.
Cut back to the trivia game. Dale apparently has a perfect memory and is putting that on display. And they have a little moment where he's like, I just never did good in school, and they're warming up to each other. And yeah.
Find out she's a psychology major, I think.
Right.
It's like trying to get her bachelor's in it, which kind of comes up later.
And then Tucker comes back in, just face is completely fucked up from bees. It kind of reminded me of Something About Mary, when the dude starts to get boils and stuff all over his face.
Yeah. It reminded me of fucking Harold and Kumar.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Freak show. Yeah. Yeah,
His
because then he's like,
fucking welts all over his face.
"I think your friend must be afraid of bees or something, because he was running like a bat out of hell." And then Dale's like, "We'll go find him. You stay here and rest." And before they can get there, I guess Tucker missed Mitchell impaling himself, but the frat kids find him.
Yeah, well, I guess he passed him and like ran back around or something. I don't know.
I guess.
I'm still being chased by bees.
And they're all freaking out about their dead friend, and one of the girls pulls out her phone, and Chad smashes it. It's like, "You're a bunch of fucking pussies."
Yeah. Like she's still trying to like call for help. She's like, "No, we will fucking kill them. We will avenge our friend."
And then they hear Tucker and Dale, and they all hide. And it's great how everything lines up in this movie, because they just hear the ass end of the conversation where he's like, "Well, I'll go back there and finish her off. Maybe we leave them a message out here." And then he picks up a hatchet, and he's like, "I'm going to have to engrave it with this."
He was like, "I was beating the shit out of her." Like he was talking like the fucking trivia game.
And then he, with the hatchet, carves into the tree, "We got your friend." And then this next scene has to be like the first memory that comes to mind when I think of this movie and tell people to watch it. But I just call this scene wood chipper.
Yep.
So they're out. Dale's out digging a hole, and Allie comes out fully Daisy Duked up now. She's got the rolled up jeans and looking like a
Yeah,
hot
where'd you
redneck.
find those jeans, by the way? Like, those are like skin tight jeans.
I don't know. I don't care how much you fold Dale's jeans; they're not gonna fit like that. Also, a weird assumption to go wearing other people's clothes that you just met, but whatever.
Yeah.
She starts helping and is like, "I grew up on a farm." She's like, "What are you digging?" He's like, "It's a shitter hole. I mean, crapper hole. It's for the shit house." It doesn't
Like,
recover
you mean
at
an
all.
outhouse? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like, like is a theme tonight of like way too hot chicks, like kind of doting on dumpy fat guys who are way under their league.
Yes. I like it though.
Like,
It makes me happy.
oh, it gives me hope. It gives me hope, but like it's still
It gave
it's just
all
like
of us too
this
much
is totally
hope.
it's like it's like who wrote this movie again? Oh, the fat guy. I got it.
Right.
It's a king of queens situation. I understand.
And then while they're digging the hole, they're all hiding in the woods watching, and it appears that Dale is having her dig her own grave.
Yep.
And then
We're gonna like run in and attack.
Yeah. And Dale looks up and goes, "Look, your friends are here." And then
and just like one of them just running at him with a spear. He's like, oh, or I guess down like this, and he like turns with the shovel and like knocks her the fuck out into like into the outhouse hole, and then like he falls down, and the guy like completely misses, falls into the hole and just impales himself like
on top
on his
of
own
Dale,
spear.
like coming towards Dale's face, screaming and bleeding, and he just ah! And then
Oh, I'll go for it's your favorite
while
scene
that's
described.
happening, the other kid charges Tucker with a knife and dives directly into the wood chipper.
Swan dive.
And
Yeah.
some of my best comedic actors, they don't have to say a word, just their face reactions to things are fucking hilarious. And Alan Tudyk in this moment just
Yeah, and there's a part of it that's like, you okay?
It's fantastic.
Oh man, they both run back inside. They're like, covered in blood and shit. Like, I don't know, man. These teenagers have like a suicide pact or something. They're killing each other all over property.
He's like, some kid hooked himself with a wood chipper. Dale's like, one of those suckers speared himself and died right on top of me. And then, says, I know what this is, the suicide pact. And he's like, let's just tell the police. And he goes, what are we going to say? Well, officer, we've had a doozy of a day. There we were doing chores, and college kids just started killing themselves all over our property, which ends up being exactly what he says.
Yeah, and even all of this too, it's like fucking Dale's still like, we need to hide all the sharp objects. They still try to protect them.
It is throughout the movie. Still, they're just showing so much concern for all these kids. It's fucking hilarious. And then, the college kids are like, we got to get out of here. And then they hear Chuck arriving with the police. And they all run towards the cop car. Chad does not. Chad's like, bunch of fucking pussies.
Chad's losing it. Like, Chad's like got this fucking crazy glint in his eyes now. This is also where we find out it was Chad's idea to come out on this trip in this specific area too.
Right. I think it's because he's so pretty. It gives off kind of an American Psycho vibe that makes it work so well. Because when he starts snapping, I fully buy it. And I'm like, I would be scared of that person in real life more than a regular scary person.
Also, it makes sense too. Like you have like these like pretty preppy people that come from fucking like privilege and shit. They've never had fucking like hardship in their lives, and when it happens, it's like, oh god, snap.
Right.
Like this is it for you, man. This is like a Tuesday for me. Shit.
Tucker and Dale are trying to clean up the property, pull all the bodies out. They pull half the body out of the wood chipper and start trying to drag it off. And right then is when the cop pulls up.
Heavy half a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like both like legs and hands. It's like, oh fuck. All the kids are fucking freaking out in the back seat and shit.
Yes, and this is like if you were seeing it from the other perspectives, what follows is something you would see in a cliche horror movie. The way it switches back and forth is perfect because the cop gets out and he literally does the "we've had a doozy of a day" speech, and it would appear the cop doesn't believe them, and he's like, "The girl inside could explain if we hadn't knocked her out." He's like, "Where is she?" He's like, "She's in my bedroom." He's just like,
and like Tucker's just like, "Stop talking," like, the entire time.
So the sheriff starts following him into the house, and then it switches back to the college kid's perspective, which is something I've seen in plenty of horror movies where they're locked in the back of a cop car, the part where you can't get out, and they're like banging on it like, "No, don't go in there." And then he comes in and is just like, "I told you, motherfuckers, not to come to this place."
This place is fucking cursed. Like, you're gonna be lucky to get out of here with like a fucking involuntary manslaughter.
Right.
Like,
And then starts to lean on the
100%
beam
believes him
while he's talking, and like, no. You kid,
like fucking right side of his head. It's like massive hunk of wood with like 7-inch nails sticking out of it.
And then he like walks out just like talking gibberish and tries to get in the car and talk on the radio, and heard it and just dies.
Yep. And all the kids are
And-
one kid in the front seat. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, Chuck gets out and grabs the gun, and again, even when he has a gun pointed at him, Dale's like, "Oh, you gotta turn on the safety," and he like turns the gun towards himself, looking for the safety, and Tucker's like, "Don't do that!" And
You shouldn't do that. All the kids fucking like.
He even says right after that happened, he's like, "Start being more careful." And then Chad comes running out of the woods and grabs the gun off the ground and shoots way more rounds than a revolver can hold.
Oh yeah, it's like, I mean, the only thing I'll give is like maybe the cop had spare ammo on him, but like fucking he puts off like 20 rounds out of a 6-shooter.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Which I don't even, if even in a comedy, that drives me insane when they do that. Just don't have a revolver then.
Exactly.
And
Like, put a Beretta in and fucking, it's like you got tons. But
exactly, which would make sense. Like most cops don't have revolvers, but
this is not the 1930s or fucking Batman. Like,
right. And they run inside and take cover, and while they're laying on the ground, they're like yelling at each other. Tucker and Dale are, and blaming each other. And he's like, "This would have never happened if we didn't go fishing."
It's like, "This is your fault for being such a good person."
He's like, "I don't even like fishing," and Tucker's like, "What? Don't say that." He's like, "I don't. I never have." He's like, "I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings?" And she's like, "You did, kinda." And then they look out the window, and he's like, "Your move, hillbillies," and he's got a gun to the dog's head, which I feel like the college kids even should have been not cool with that.
Yeah. We the baddies, like, at that point.
Right. And then Tucker's like, "Can you make kid? Do you know where the nail gun is?" He's like, "Make a distraction. I'll go out and save the dog." And when he crawls out there, he's like screaming, "Don't hurt my dog or I'll get really upset. I'll get real mad if you hurt him." And is like crying and starts just unloading with the nail gun, like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
And Tucker's like,
Yeah, that's like
Dale."
overclocked it and put it on this like massive air compressor and shit.
It's like, Jesus,
And
Dale,
Chad
take it
finally
easy.
runs out of fucking ammo. Like,
Right.
Like, finally clicks empty on this. And yeah, fucking Dale's like fucking like full Rambo. Just like fucking peppering the car.
Tucker frees the dog and then looks up, and they're all looking down at him, and he's like, "A nice day for a walk, ain't it?" And then they chase him through the woods.
Yeah, in a complete like reversion of the trope of the hillbilly chasing the college kids through the woods.
Right.
The hillbilly running from the fucking college kids.
They catch him, and then the next scene starts with Tucker waking up, hanging upside down, and he's just immediately like, "What is wrong with you kids?" And he's like, "I got a cooler beer. There's 10 to 12 beers in there. They're ice cold. We could be drinking them right now."
Yeah.
And then Chad
Yeah,
hits
and then,
him with the
yeah, then-
hatchet. You don't see where he hits him. You just hear Tucker scream, and then it cuts back to the cabin.
Yep. And I think, Elliot wakes up at this point and like, Dale's just like fucking like a mess. He's like so sad about this whole thing that's happening. He starts crying.
He seems more sad about his dog than Tucker, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah, at least 3 times he's like, "My poor dog Jangles." And when she wakes up, he's like, I think this might have been in the trailer because I don't know why this seemed so familiar, but he's like, "Do some of your friends take medication?" And she's like, why? And he's like, I think they forgot to take it.
Yeah, and she's just like, okay, look, this is like a massive misunderstanding. Like, I'll help figure this out because I'm like, obviously, she's like, figure this out. Like, I'm the linchpin of this. It's like, we don't want this to escalate anymore. Jesus, it's like, it's escalated already. We're here.
And she walks outside and sees the dead cop and all the bullets and shit everywhere. And there's a something on the porch, and it's a part of Tucker's shirt. She brings it in. Dale's like, "That's Tucker's shirt," and it's two of his fingers are there. He's like, "Oh my god, they took his bowling fingers." And it says, "Now we got your friend. Try and get him." And then that's when she's like, "We don't need to escalate." And then he's like, "I should have known that a guy like me talking to a girl like you would end with someone dead." And then
like the 1950s. That was,
he goes off into the woods with a machete. And right when he steps foot into the woods, the whole camera work changes. It gets like dark, has like a blue hue and some fog and everything.
Like fog and
I gotta stop moving my hands.
like eliminating the whole thing.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I can't gesture. This is bullshit.
You're shackled by technology.
Yeah, dude.
This particular camera did terrible in Italy.
Oh yeah, I bet. That's amazing. All the reviews, there's like all 5-star reviews and then like 30 1-stars that are just like, this is fucking bullshit.
Shows like the thing like just showed like exploded somehow.
That's incredible. On his way through the woods, Dale sees the Mitchell impaled on a branch, and it's just like, goddamn stupid college kids. Right.
Trying to get him down.
His friends never took him down, nothing, no. And he finds Tucker and accidentally sets off a trap, and a spear shoots down between his legs.
Man, Tucker's like, it's a trap, it's a trap, it's a trap. He's like, what? And just like fucking comes right up to him. Yeah, and just like it goes through his pants and fucking like goes like he's like, for the first time in my life, I'm so glad I'm not hung like a bear.
And I was like, it's funny, but I was like, is that a thing? Do bears have huge penises? Like, I feel like it's a little known fact about bears I've never heard.
Yeah, that's not the stereotype. I mean, I've heard like hung like a hog, hung like
I've heard hung like a moose.
Fucking heard all yeah.
And they
never heard hung like a bear.
They do have huge dicks.
Yeah. I've heard though, in proportion to body size, humans have one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, well, good
if we beat the shit out of gorillas, apparently. Biggest in relation to body? Barnacle. Now you know.
It's nighttime now, and the kids go into the house because nobody's there, and
yeah, they're all sneaking in, like
yeah. Chad's like this is
Chad and I don't even know like if we get the black girl's name at any point in this movie. I'm like racking my brain.
I feel like it was Stacy. I wrote it down at some point, but
okay, yeah, because I was trying to pay attention. Maybe it was like in the beginning they introduced everyone, but like they did not use like characters' names in this at all. Like no one goes like Mitchell, like right. At any point in this movie. It was weird, but yeah, it's her and so I guess Stacy and fucking Chad like sneak in, and Allie's just standing like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're sneaking. He's like, there's nobody here.
Yeah, and she's like tries to explain, and then her friend's like, I seen this in school. She has Stockholm syndrome where they fall in love with their captor, and as soon as she says fall in love with, Chad goes fucking nuclear. He's like, you gotta be kidding. You better not be in love with him. And that's all he's focused on at this point. He's like, tell me you're not in love with him. And she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think his like hand actually goes to her throat at some point.
Yeah.
Like,
and at that point, that should have been over.
Yeah. Then Tucker and Dale like kick him like, get your hands off her.
Yeah. And she's like, let's just have some tea and talk through this, because she said she wants to be like a conflict resolution person. Sits him down with tea, and he's like, Tucker's like,
to be fair, she gets these two men that have been trying to kill each other to sit down and have a cup of tea with each other.
Right.
To be fair.
For a moment, yeah. And then Tucker's like, yeah, let's have some tea. I'll provide the finger sandwiches. It just sits in the corner all pissed off.
He's like pours a beer on his fucking like stumps.
He does it a couple times where he thinks beer is like an antiseptic or something.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like whiskey, yeah, but like beer, you're gonna get like a fucking yeast infection in your fucking
exactly,
or some shit.
And it's gonna be sticky and gross, and
bad idea.
They sit down at the table together. Important detail: She pours tea, and for the briefest moment, Chad acts like a normal person. He's like, "Oh, is that chamomile? I'm allergic." Key detail,
Yeah,
but
which
slips it in there.
yeah, Chekhov Chekhov's chamomile,
Chekhov's chamomile, yeah.
Chekhov's tea.
And then he tells the rest of the Memorial Day Massacre story, where it shows that, and I hadn't seen this in forever, so I forgot what the twist was, so I thought I was smart here. But he tells the whole story, and he's like, he didn't kill my mom and dad, he captured them. My mom fought back and escaped. He burned my dad alive and his body was never found. And then my mom was institutionalized and they didn't know she was even pregnant.
My grandma told me this. My grandma told me this story.
Yeah. And I put in all caps, he is definitely the serial killer's son.
Yep.
And forgetting that I'd seen this, so I should already know this.
Oh, we all wish we could see movies again for the first time.
Yeah, sometimes it works. Pretty much anything before 2014-ish, there's a good chance I forgot everything about it. And then he's just like, "Thanks for sharing, Chad. I'm sorry your parents were murdered." And then the other friends come up to the house and look in the window, and they're like, "Oh, they must be trapped in there," and then come in and fucking ruin it. Chad's just waiting on an excuse to go off.
Yeah, I think it's Mason is the black guy's name. Just comes in and like Dale ducks and he just like weed whacks his girlfriend's face like so bad. Like I thought it killed her, which it didn't apparently at that point.
And again, what weed whacker on earth has the power to do that? I've used many a weed whacker in my life.
I guess like one from the 80s that's gas powered. I'll give it that. Like 80s tools could fuck you up and had no safety. Fucking
I get any weed whacker I've ever had is made out of nylon fucking string at the end, and it's a pain in the dick to get it to come out the way it's supposed to, but certainly never chopped anyone's face off. But yeah, weed whacks girl's face off. And then Chad takes this as his chance to unleash and throws a lantern and hits his friend and catches her on fire. Or him.
Oh, yeah, that's Marcus. He catches him on fire. Yeah.
And
then he was like throwing gas around earlier, like saying the whole place needs to burn for their unholy deeds. Like he's just kind of full fucking like fire and brimstone preacher at this point.
And then their friend grabs a random jar and dumps it on him, and it's definitely moonshine.
Yeah. And like the whole thing explodes, and she gets back into a corner and like starts like smoking a cigarette, and I guess like fumes get out or something like that from like all the other containers of gas and turpentine and shit that they bought earlier in the movie there. And she like just like lights up a cigarette, and the whole place like fucking explodes, and like they're like see it about to happen, they run out beforehand.
Yeah, and Tucker Dale's like, "Oh, I forgot to move that shit earlier." Just a whole corner full of cans of fucking fluids.
Yep.
But it explodes as they get out, and then Chad turns into Two-Face.
Yep, and well, he tries to run out too, but what's Shannon? Whatever her name is, Sally. I forget her name.
Allie.
Weed whacked girl gets like she like grabs Chad so he can't escape. Yeah. She's just like, "Don't leave me!" And like grabs him when the whole house explodes. And he's like under the door somehow, which I don't understand how the door went in.
I don't know.
Yet again, whatever. He gets up, straight up, just like fucking like horror movie monster now, like completely black on the side of his face, all covered in like burns and blood and scars and shit.
The guy you see at the beginning of the movie pick up the camera after killing them. Again, I cannot believe I didn't put that together. But yeah, also when she's grabbing his leg, he's like, "Get off of me, you fucking disgusting freak," because her face is all fucked up.
So instant karma there, and like they're even there. It's like, "Oh my god, he's so hurt. Should we help him?" He's like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, they jump in the truck, and Tucker's like, "Dale, do not crash this truck. It is all I have left in my life."
Yeah.
And he's looking back, and he's like, "We're getting away."
Straight into a tree.
Yep, crashes immediately, and then wakes up to his dog licking him, and Allie's gone. Tucker's outside leaned up against a tree in a lot of pain, and he gives him a speech about how, "Remember we'd catch frogs when we were younger, and I always said I'd let you catch more than me," and he's like, I wasn't. You always just did catch more than me because you were faster. You're better than you think. And so he takes off to go get Allie. And they're like friends
before that,
forever.
he like takes his hand. It's like, "I thank you, my friend." Like squeezes it, and it's his fucked up hand. He's like, "Ah." Which at first, like, is like Tucker gonna die? And then like when they die, I'm like, okay, they're not gonna fucking let him die in a comedy beat.
Yeah, that would have been a huge bummer. And we see Two-Face is tying Allison up in like a logging place, it looks like, kind of.
Full Saturday morning villain at this point. Like, fucking,
Right.
yeah, like tied her to the log on
Yeah.
front of the buzzsaw.
And he's like,
it gets real rapey.
Yes. Yeah. Tells her to beg and, yeah, kisses her, licks all over her face. Jesus fuck. And,
yeah.
Dale finds
That's
a
not
shack full of
enough.
equipment, and he's like, "You want a killer hillbilly? I'll give you a killer hillbilly." And it's kind of badass. He fucking grabs a chainsaw, welding mask. It literally just looks like
so there's like tree climbing spikes.
Yeah, really looks like a horror movie hillbilly at this point. It was beautiful.
Yeah, because he even like comes in to save Allison. She's like, "Oh no, it's me." It's like, why? It's like, I thought it was intimidating. He's like, "Is it?" She's like, "Yeah."
She's like, "Thanks for coming." He's like, "No big deal. I was headed this way anyway." And then, yeah, like you said, full Saturday morning villain. He comes over the PA in the place, and I put Two-Face goes full Batman villain on the PA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what he's saying, but
yeah, it's something like, it's like, "You can't have her," like, or yeah, it's just like some psychopathic shit. It doesn't even matter what he said. He's just like,
Exactly.
essentially. Yeah. Then from the control room, like, turns on the fucking buzzsaw, and like Allie starts like getting like moved towards this fucking like cliche ass fucking tree splitter in the middle of this fucking, which works in this abandoned ass fucking like logging camp. Which kudos, I guess.
Dale has one badass moment I thought was funny with all the practicing that Chad has done with axe throwing. One-handed,
Yes.
Dale throws a full-blown axe and cuts Allie free.
Yeah, like sideways, like he like throws it like parallel to the table she's on, like sinks into the rope.
Yeah.
And then they get in a metal pipe chainsaw fight, which I feel like the chainsaw really should have more like effect on this. Like,
even if it doesn't cut through the pipe, it would at very least would catch it and like fling it.
Yeah.
And then throws the chainsaw onto his lap and runs off with Allie. And they go up into some random little building where Dale finds a box of chamomile and Allie finds a newspaper.
The break room.
Huh?
That's everything they need is in this room. It's just it's the break room of this place.
There's a newspaper about the Memorial Day killer that is literally just Chad with a Amish beard.
Yep. Yeah, they figure out that like his dad was actually the murderer and his grandma was telling a big old fat lie.
Right. Dale calls it that Kentucky Fried College kid. He looks like that Kentucky Fried College kid.
Yep. Yeah, and then he breaks into the place with the chainsaw, and they're like, and nice enough to wait. Like, he's like, "Wait, don't read this before you kill us."
He's like, "You're part hillbilly."
He's like, "No, it can't be true. That's impossible."
Not your dad was a serial killer. Not your mom was, raped. You're half hillbilly. No.
Yeah, and he's like, "Nothing is real anymore." Fucking tries to kill him with the chainsaw, and then we get a pocket T-sha-sha.
Yeah. And I don't even remember
like,
the term he says, but she's like, "What was that?" He says some super long medical term. He's like, "I told you, I remember weird stuff."
It's like to trigger anaphylactic shock.
Yeah. And he falls out of the window.
He starts,
doesn't get impaled or anything, and
just falls on like some nice soft grass from like the second story.
Right. And then Dale just calmly leans out and closes the window back shut. And then the cut forward to the nighttime after this. Kinda. It shows the police and news crews have showed up, and Tucker's watching it from his hospital bed. And the the news headline says "Mass Suicide, Deranged Killer."
Yep.
And Dale comes to visit, and like now that they're not like all dressed up to go work on a cabin and shit, wearing like normal clothes, like they look like normal ass people. Like Dale comes in a bowling shirt and just looks like a nice cleaned up dude.
And Alan Tudyk's like, he's like, "How you?" Or sorry, like he's Tucker's like, or he's asked Tucker, "How you feeling?" He's like, "Very high on prescription pain medication."
He's like, "Look, they found my fingers." He's like, "This one doesn't look quite right to me, though." And it's got like a pink long fingernail on it.
Yeah, I'm wondering when. I guess it must have been the blonde chick's finger when she got blown up.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of is had to be the one that got blown up, because I don't think another person would have died in a way that Yeah, I don't know.
Would have, yeah, left a finger.
It would have been funnier if it was the
Yeah, it's
black
like-
girl's finger.
It's real incompetent. It's like, oh yeah, our head surgeon is colorblind, by the way.
Right. And then, yeah, Dale pulls out a PBR wrapped in a bow for him, and he goes to leave.
It's a blue ribbon wrapped in a red ribbon.
Yeah. And then Tucker's like, wait, did you ask her out? And he's like, oh, I never got the chance. And he's like, God damn it, Dale. And he's like, just kidding, we're going bowling. Turns out she's a heck of a bowler. And yeah, the end scene is him bowling and him telling some gross ass redneck that you just got to go for stuff in life.
No
before... Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then in the background, I didn't even catch what happened, like knocks the lady out.
Yeah, and then like starts like dragging her away. And he's like kissing fucking Allison, and he's just like looks at us like, yeah, whatever. Fucking movie ends.
Just fully knocks out and kidnaps a girl. That's but yeah, that's the end of that movie.
You know what? The lesson he learned was to not get involved. That's his character arc.
Also, like, Allie just never goes back to school or has any family to check up on, or
just living in this random town in the middle of nowhere now with their new man who doesn't have a house or a car or any means of employment.
Imagine going on like, how'd you decide to move here? Well,
oh, my friend died.
They were all huge pieces of shit. I don't know why I was friends with them to begin with. But well, this movie opens on Pleasure Island, Costa Rica. Is that a real place?
I mean, Costa Rica's got enough of those little dotty islands. I'm sure someone named one of them fucking Pleasure Island at this point.
Dude, when I Googled, hang on, it's Pleasure Island real? It doesn't. It's a real place, but the name refers to different locations on the coastal barrier island in North Carolina. It's owned by Disney. So that's what I was going to say. When I looked up the Pleasure Island song, it came up Pinocchio, and I was like, what? That's concerning. That's very Epstein-y.
Well, I mean, it was an island where they took young children to, never to be seen again, so maybe.
Well, yeah, it opens on Pleasure Island, Costa Rica, with a song played and sang by Bill Paxton called Pleasure Island, who is essentially
who is just
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who, by his logic, though, he was the original Jimmy Buffett, and Jimmy Buffett stole his shtick.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad they acknowledged it in the movie. I thought they were just he was a pseudo Jimmy Buffett, but they acknowledged him in the movie, and it was fucking hilarious. But it opens on a guy and a girl running through the woods, super horny. They're super psyched to smoke some weed, which is just funny now that it's legal. It looks so dumb that they're making such a huge deal about going to smoke weed.
I mean, back in the day, it had to be a whole fucking mission, man. Like, fucking, we had spots.
Right. But he's like, while I get this ready, why don't you lick my chest? And I'm like, of all the things, that's not my go-to move at all.
Yeah, he says a couple of weird things, like, in the short amount of time he's on screen.
He's like, what about my nipples?
Yeah.
And they're talking about some British guy making fun of him, and then they hear something. He's like,
monkey jump scare?
Yeah. Well, they hear something in the woods, and then he's like, I got some place that's more sexy, and takes her to a graveyard and just starts desecrating everything.
Yeah.
Knocks over a headstone.
We get a lot of like cheap jump scares, and there's just a lot of like that aren't actually anythings.
Right. While they're desecrating everything, a friend surprises him with drinks, and I'm like, how the fuck did she find them out here?
Well, they're I think they're all planning to meet up to have a three-way, essentially. Seemed to be the vibe.
And again, this movie, like, this guy is the one that's like, we're definitely having a three-way with, because the two girls are super hot.
Yeah, well, oh my god, that was the thing in this movie. It's just like they found the hottest extras for this movie, and even the main cast. I mean, except for the broken lizard guys who fucking stick out like a sore goddamn thumb in this. But
right, yeah, maybe like one is attractive enough for it to make sense to me. Maybe, but
yeah.
Also, some super bad racial appropriation in this movie. Forewarning.
Yeah.
Yeah, right out of the gate, he's like, "Senor," and I'm like, "Oh my lord."
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be Cuban or something, maybe. I don't know, but yeah.
As the movie goes on further, I was like, maybe he's just a white guy from Spain. But when he takes off his clothes and stuff, they spray tan the living shit out of him. So
yeah. It's unclear in a really not good way. But yeah, so they head into the tomb, find a statue of a dick, and just start like teasing the guy, and then the door slams behind them. They go, ah! And then they're like, well, that was creepy. Let's take our tops off.
Yeah, they take the tops off and then just go straight to blowing this guy. And he goes heads or tails, and he's like head, or she goes heads, and then gets down and starts going down on him. And then one of them's like, "What was tails?" He's like, "You don't want to know." Fucking sad. While she's doing it, a statue moves behind them and gets closer, and he's like, "Why don't you slap me around a little while she's doing this?" I'm like, Jesus, bro. And then she starts freaking out, and he's like, "Oh, come on." And then gets stabbed with a machete.
Yep. She runs out of there. I think her friend gets killed too. Or no, they both run out. Which I also said, let's run for our lives, but first let's cover our boobs.
I also put that in my notes. I'm like, somehow they got their shirts and got them back on while running, which is impressive.
Yeah, I would have just been full fucking man boob flopping it. No time.
Exactly.
They might have lived if they hadn't stopped to like put on their bikinis and their shirt before they ran out of there.
Yeah, one stops falling off a cliff and grabs. He like holds out the machete for her to grab, which is dark.
Yeah,
as
that was
brutal.
Yeah,
and she grabs it.
Slips down the blade.
God, dude, that hurt me.
Yeah, there's like some effective like gags in this. It's just like, oh, okay, shit.
Right.
Like for as goofy as it is, there's a few moments that kind of make you flinch.
Yeah, no, there's parts of this movie where it just starts to feel like a mid horror movie.
Yeah, and the other girl like gets like right to like the edge of the pool area, like to where she can call for some help, and she gets a fucking machete thrown through her back.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. She just stops and stares at everybody and dies. She had a full like 10 seconds.
She could have made it. I put it in my notes. Could have made it.
And then you get the title screen, and then it says 1 hour earlier, and immediately super weird seeing Farva with hair.
Yeah.
With a
and
hair
also
and
like
no
being
mustache.
Put in, like this sexy lead character, male action hero role that really doesn't fit the actor, but I feel like this was an apology for Super Troopers. Like, we powdered sugared your tiny dick, so we're gonna throw you a bone on this one.
Yeah,
all the chicks in this one.
It would have made more sense to me if literally any of the other three guys played this role. But yeah, he's still Farva, just without a mustache and has long hair. And they do make a couple
like
jokes in the movie about how he's fat, but
yeah. But yeah, and we get like a little quick introduction to all the main characters. I think it's Becky is her name. I forget, or what's the main girl's name? I keep saying Amy, but it's not Amy.
Jenny.
She took over for Amy. Jenny, that's it. Jenny. Yeah, we're kind of following Jenny, who I now realize was the trainee from It's Always Funny Sunny in Philadelphia.
There were parts where I was like, she's super hot, but for some reason she makes me think of a man. And then I put that together, like, oh, because she plays a man and It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
Yeah, she's played the hot girl in a lot of stuff. I had to pull it up, but it's just a montage of movies where she was just the hot girl, and she still is.
Mm-hmm. Is it rightfully so? And yeah, we're kind of following her through the group and kind of meeting all the characters one by one and giving like a little blurb.
I did
love
the
funniest one is Dave. It's like
that they do a freeze frame with their names for each character. I'm like, thank you for my notes. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
especially for a horror movie, man. We need this shit. There's so many fucking expendable characters. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's like my favorite one was like Dave, and it's like DJ/drugs.
Yeah. And apparently his only drug is ecstasy and occasionally some weed, but the whole movie he's just straight up popping so much ecstasy.
Oh my god, dude, he should be dead.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I don't care what your tolerance is. Like I don't even think the killer got him at the end. I think he just found his fucking OD'd corpse and just fucking beheaded him.
Yeah, ecstasy is not a drug that you're continuously popping. That's not.
No, you have a plan for the evening. It's like, I'm taking this one at fucking 4 o'clock and taking this one at 10, and then if I take any more than that, my heart stops.
But he's popping them like it's oxycodone, dude. Every time it would show him do that, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's just got this bottle around his neck that he's just like sipping on, like a bottle of pills the entire time. It's fucking like he's eating him like it's house.
Right.
Like, for the amount he's eating, he should be like vibrating at like a fucking like dimensional frequency. He should be like fucking phasing in and out of this world. Like he's taking that much Molly.
And then they have that scene where he's like, he keeps making all these puns out of the word ecstasy, and he was like, "I expect you'll have a great time," and then she totally doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they drop it into some margaritas, and she's like walking off to the three-way with it, and it's
Yeah. Like, these are spoken for.
within the first 5 minutes, they do like a little moment where everybody has a motive for why they might have killed these people.
Well, through the whole movie, like, everyone has a legitimate motive, except for, like, the actual killer, whose motives fucking suck.
Right. I wish they had stuck with the first motive. When they added the second one that made a little more sense, I was like, the first one was funnier, and they should have just been that.
But yeah, all of them, like, have, like, this, like, moment where, like, the camera slows down, there's, like, a sound of, like, mad dogging someone who's wronged them, so, like, it's everyone's legitimate, like, a legitimate suspect.
Yeah, they get, like, the intro, you meet Coconut Pete, and I put, seriously, how the fuck did they get Bill Paxton in this?
Yeah. Well, I think it was, where are we shooting? We're going to shoot on, like, a resort island with a bunch of hot people for fucking, like, 2 weeks. Like, all right.
You know what's funny? You can see, like, some of them are, like, on parts where they have, like, less clothes on and stuff, they're riddled with bug bites on their back from spending so much time here.
Yeah. Pretty places tend to be humid tend to be bugs. But yeah,
Jenny does. You see Penelope walking on a trail by herself when we meet her for the first time, and she runs into Jenny, and Jenny says she looks familiar, and Penelope gets all weird about it, and I'm like just now putting together why she recognized her, because I didn't think about it again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But then we're all cut up to when the murder happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, we even kind of see, like, it happen in the background. It's like they're all kind of hanging out by the pool. There's a little bit earlier where fucking Coconut Pete's like, it's like, hey, we're an island where your cell phones do not work and we cannot contact the outside world. Isn't that fun?
I also, while they're all talking at the pool and stuff, you see the girl's dead body off in the background. It doesn't come up ever again. They're never like, oh shit, we found so-and-so's body.
Well, I guess we do find out at the end the killer is, like, collecting the bodies somewhere.
Right.
Like, I guess no one's like dealing with it, because there's a few times where it's like a bunch of people see a dead body, or it's like, oh shit, run, and then, like, fucking they never, like, pick it up or clean it or dress
it. And it's in a place with a lot of traffic.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, like, the killer's like, haha, showing it to them and, like, fucking taking the body away for its motives later. But yeah, there's these two, I guess they're exposition bros, like these two, like I can't even describe their characters.
Just the horny bros. They're the horny that are probably gay bros.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and that one guy I've seen in a lot of stuff just as a background comedy character. He kind of reminds me of one of the dudes from Jackass every time I see him. But yeah, they're just commenting on all the hot girls, and they like hug for a second. He's like, "Ew, bro, don't be gay."
Yeah, then we get the Amy Aerobics backstory.
Yeah, like she was the chick by the palm tree. She died, and then Amy Aerobics died, and then now she's the Amy Aerobics girl. Like,
yeah, so putting out like, oh, maybe she's the killer. Like, she kills to get what she wants.
Right. And then
then her and Jenny and Lars meet for the first time.
Right. And Lars Farva is a super masseuse, and like every time he touches somebody, they almost have an orgasm.
Yeah, he's just got like what I call the Vulcan cum pinch. Just like he can just fucking like touch you in this one place, like
dude. I've seen that come up in so many movies as a joke and as a real thing, and I wish it was real. Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, dude.
I remember. Have you ever seen Shameless?
No. I've seen parts of it, but I've seen like the first half of it.
So there's this really, really fucked up part where his like step grandma is there at their house. The whole movie is about a dysfunctional family, but he's been having issues like getting it up with his girlfriend, and is for some reason telling his step grandma about it. And she's like a big hippy dippy, peace and love from the 70s grandma, and is like rubbing his feet, and is like, there's pressure points in your feet that can help with something like this, and then starts rubbing one spot in his foot, and he starts just going off, and it's really gross and creepy, but I'm like, God damn it, I wish that was real.
It's like the old joke. The reason guys can't suck their own dicks is because then nothing would have ever gotten accomplished and wouldn't have evolved. There's a reason we have to put in some time and effort into it. If there's just a button, just be like, all fucking
I'm saying, bro,
like,
if there was a spot on my foot, that's all I would do.
I'm saying if that spot existed, civilization would never have happened. We'd just all still be jacking off in caves.
Every piece of technology we've developed would be to rub your feet. You pick up that
Oh god.
DJ Dave is Coconut Pete's nephew. They're like, he could get away with murder because he's Pete's nephew. You know, just keep adding
Yeah.
more and more. Like, who did it? Who could it be?
Yeah, we find out Lars is also a super fan. He like throws out some like deep cut information from like fucking like some of the
Right.
tours and shit. The drop
And
of a hat. Oh yeah, and I just put shotgun blast tequila to face, but that just stood out to me at this point. They're all like this party, and they're like, "Okay, you're cut off." He's like, "Fine." It's like, "Fun police." Just opens his mouth and gets like obliterated by like a fucking tequila. And I'll say, this place looks like a fucking jam. Like if it
Oh,
weren't for
yeah.
the murders, like this looks like fucking amazing.
yeah, it reminded me of where we went in Jamaica on my 18th birthday, but like way better, like so much better
Yeah.
than any resort I've ever actually been to. I do like when you come into the club for the first time, if you pay any attention to what the DJ is saying over the PA, it's fucking hilarious. As soon as it comes in, he's like, "What's up, you foxes and coxes?"
Yeah.
And then he
Oh, God.
has like a Coconut Pete has Juan like scout people there for him to find fans that have been to his shows and tell them like where they were, what row they were, so that he can walk up and be like, "I recognize you from my show, row 14 in Colorado." I thought that was
Yeah.
genius.
Well, yeah, it's fucking. That was like you can't even be mad. Let's just fucking
Right.
hate the player, not hate the game, not the player.
And he literally says that, and he's like, "So you want to show me the tour?" And that's it. They're off to go bang.
Yep.
You see, Putman is a huge dork and really thinks he's hitting it off with Jenny, who's just completely blowing him off. And yeah, this is the first time where somebody walks up and says some Jamaican shit at him.
Yeah, and then he gets like his like all serious, like dark, more motivation. Like basically, this whole movie is just like justifying murders, like
Right.
for everybody.
Yeah, he is obsessed with Jenny, and Jenny is not interested. And you see
Yep.
Juan dancing with Penelope for the first time, and he goes to look at her name tag and straight up grabs her tit and holds it up to his face to read it.
Yep.
It says
He's like-
Penelope.
Yeah, and that's what everyone calls her for the rest of the fucking
Yeah,
movie.
even the people that
Barbara's
do
like,
speak
"Wait."
English.
Yeah, Penelope's not here. Where is she?
And she's like, "I went to Oral Roberts." He's like, "Is that like Anal Johnson or a Dirty Sanchez?"
She's like, "What?" It's not for you.
And then there's a
It's like
flash
way too
cut
innocent.
to the activity sign, and underneath it says, "Three amigos took an undersea trip and never returned." And that becomes important as the movie goes on.
Yeah, which we find out later is in reference to the three people who got killed in the cemetery.
Right.
And yeah, we're following Carlos here, I
Yeah.
think. And he's the God. What we saw him do something earlier. Like it was like
He's
he
a
did one thing. What was
dishwasher.
it? Yeah, and he like fuck. I can't remember like why he because like there's logic behind the kills, and I can't remember the logic for this one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because he did something wrong, but I can't remember what. I guess maybe he just wasn't working or something. I don't know. But yeah, he heads out to like throw away some trash, and there's like a fucking fake out of like it's like Carlos, you're not sharpening the knives correctly. Like maybe he's like fucking slacking. I guess maybe that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, like
He hears some noise that
Hugh, the
says, "You
Asian girl.
goddamn monkeys." And yeah, they fake you out because he's leaned down and someone comes up behind him. He goes, "You?" And then it's you. Her name is you.
Yeah, yeah. Her name is you. Yeah, they did it a few times. Yeah. Then she's like, "Sharpen the knives better, dick." And then she walks away. And then like 2 seconds later, the fucking actual killer comes out with a fucking knife and stabs him.
Yeah. And then we cut to a beach bonfire with Coconut Pete singing, and Lars is playing with him. And somebody goes,
Yeah.
a girl goes, "Play Margaritaville." And he goes, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Play Margaritaville. I love Margaritaville." He's like, "I think you mean Pina Coladaburg." She's like, "No,
Like, oh, dude,
Margaritaville."
he gives her so many chances too, like politely.
And he goes,
He's like,
he's like, "You mean Pina Colada Bird, the little song I wrote 7.5 fucking years before Margaritaville." Fuck that guy. And it's like the only break you see in the Coconut Pete facade. And when he walks away, I don't know what this is about, but he like doubles up on his swear word. He's like, "That motherfucker, motherfuck." I don't know what that was about. It never
It's
happens
like
again.
incensed and rage, just can't even curse correctly.
That part was hilarious. I love seeing people like Bill
Yeah.
Paxton in comedy roles. You just got to keep
Oh, yeah,
Pina
just-
Coladaburg. And then
Oh, God.
Lars is
And-
talking to Jenny, and he like gives her a little rub down for a second. He's like, I just can tell when people are a little tight, you know? And she's like, I guess some girls are just tighter than others. And he just unloads his drink in her face.
No, like she just like instantly wants to fucking jump his dick like the second they meet. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Which is
well, I mean, the
that is
moment they
thing
met,
like...
he like makes her get there with a touch. So I can't blame her. I guess.
True. I guess Because we have to go like because he like comes out, he's like studied like ancient Eastern like ways and medicines and tantric way.
Tantric,
so
exactly.
We all just gotta go. We all gotta go to China and fucking learn these fucking.
Especially
things,
when she's been on an island fucking the same like 4 dudes for however long, probably.
God, we found out later she fucked Pete like at one point.
She
like
fucked everybody except fucking Putman.
Really, Jenny, we're the only one.
And then we cut to Dave is starting to tell a scary story to everyone at the fire. It says, you ever hear the story of the machete maniac? And he goes, it's probably too scary for you guys. And one thing I love about Broken Lizard is they love a good background gag. And like, this is just one of those moments, not a huge thing, funny to me, but he says, probably too scary, and you just hear somebody goes, no, it's not. Like, all serious like that. And he says 15 years ago, there was a guy named Phil Coletti that worked at the club, and a gorgeous woman came up and asked him out to the jungle and started asking a bunch of questions like, do you believe in the local legends? Do you believe in voodoo, zombies? And he just ignores her and keeps banging away, but something doesn't feel right, and then lightning strikes. And he sees he's in a cemetery, and all the other staff guys are there, and he's just banging a corpse. And then
they're all laughing at him.
They say he calmly walked to the groundskeeper shacks and got a machete and chopped them all to 1,000 pieces, and then chopped off his own dick and ran into the jungle, forever known as Machete Phil. And then says you can hear him in the jungle still crying out, where's my penis? And then Putman stands up and pulls the full Silence of the Lambs and goes, and that boy was me. Yep. Only part of the movie where he does something like actually funny that everybody likes and they get pissed at him for it.
Because then like Dave stands up right after and he's all tucked behind and shit too. He's like, damn it, man, you stole my joke.
And then Coconut Pete's like, anybody seen Rolo or Stacy or Kelly? And he's like, well, I need somebody to run Luau Night, and very clearly doesn't want his nephew to do it. Adding more motive.
And then it's a great line. It's like, and guys, too much to ask, have sex with some of the guests. Some of them are pretty good looking.
I love that. Is it too much to ask for you guys to have sex with the guests? Look, what the fuck, dude. And then the Pina Colada Berg song starts playing, which is just like a hilarious condensed version of Margarita Phil. And the sign changes to say Bongo the crab was high as a kite till he fell and cracked his shell. And Coconut Pete seems to like have a reaction to that, seems bothered by it.
Even he doesn't like it's proven later he doesn't remember his own song lyrics half the time, so he's like, what the fuck is that?
And then you see them playing a real life Pac-Man game that looks like super fucking fun.
So fun, dude. It's like I don't have a maze so I can't do this, but like I want to deeply. There's a lot of hedge mazes in England. I could pull this off.
It took me a minute to figure out what they were doing, but one of the horny bros runs up into a corner and like picks up a big drink and drinks it, and then you see Dave and Sam up on like a watchtower, and they're like, now change, and all the girls take off their clothes to change colors because they're the ghosts.
Yep, and they gotta catch the girls.
Yeah, and then he starts chasing the girls, and you see Putman, what is he, a banana?
Banana, like sticks up above the fucking like.
He's like, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker, and tackles him.
It's like a touch would have sufficed.
And then they're like, cue pretzel, and then nobody answers, and they go looking for the pretzel, and the pretzel is Juan, who is fucking the watermelon.
Yep. I think it's Dave too. Like Dave, like every time he sees Juan having sex, like tries to like fucking like tag him.
He does this. He keeps doing like, did you? I don't know what that means. Like, did you put a finger in there?
I think it means like, no, let's switch. I think.
Oh,
let me get in there.
Jesus Christ. That's so fucked up. And every time though, he's like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, it's a little Revenge of the Nerds, you know.
Right.
Light, fun.
God, talk about a problematic movie.
Yeah. Oh God, we should do like most problematic '80s movies someday, which is the most
Revenge of the Nerds versus Animal House, or Little
Yep.
Porgies, even one of those. They're fucking awful.
Oh, dude, Porky's like I went back and watched that. Those fucking kids are goddamn villains. Like,
Oh yeah,
Porky was goddamn right to kick him out of his fucking place.
yeah, 100%. Most of the time, as an adult, when you go back and watch these movies, we're like, oh man, they're just trying to keep them from having a good time. You're like, they are a problem, and they should be in jail.
Yeah, and like the best character arc in that movie is one of them gets a little bit less racist against the Jews.
That's such a great summary of the movie. But yeah, they're like, sorry, Pear, get in there. And he like walks, guy dressed as a pear goes into the maze, and you see like from the killer's eyes.
He's eating a pear, or no, he eats a pear and then drops it on the ground. And then like the killer comes and gets the pineapple and looks down at the pear and then like looks in that's the whole thing, man. Like the motivations for the killer in this, I'm like, we're going a few different directions here, and I have a hard time locking down what his exact reason for doing this is. But anyways, yeah, like pineapple runs into the maze and slices the pear up.
Yep, and they perfectly timed Pac-Man death noise when it happens. Wow. Jenny finds Lars doing some sword training in the bushes of the jungle. And
more red herringness.
Yeah. Two drunk people walk up and they're like, sign our asses. And he's like, starts telling her about how we learned all these chakra points and stuff, and touches the girl's neck and is like, this is the snoring panda, and she passes out. And then he touches the guy and says, and leaking turtle, and he pisses himself. I'm like, what the fuck was that for? He's like, go over there and you'll get plenty of signatures, guys. And then he touches Jenny and says, this is the heaven point, and like touches her lip, and she just straight up orgasms from touching her lip.
Fair, I guess it doesn't really matter how pudgy you are if you can just go orgasm.
Exactly.
Like fucking you're gonna have some people going after you.
And he's not hideous, so 100%. If that guy could do that in real life, he would be getting so much ass. Also, the thing with these pressure points, if those things existed, I would have done it once on accident, you know?
Yeah, just like, oh, I got something in my teeth.
Holy shit! Did you guys know that you could do that?
Yes, we all know. We're at the DMV, sir. Calm down.
That's amazing. And then we see Carlos lands from a parachute dead and has Naughty Carlos carved into his chest.
Yeah, just slams into the side of this building. And like I said, they never really deal with any of the bodies or anything. They're just like, oh god, we have to go tell people.
Yeah, this island stinks like shit at this point in the movie.
Yeah. Then I think this is also where they find like the pear has been killed too. Like Sam finds the fucking pear in the maze and like starts screaming, and like everyone like runs in there and sees it too, I think, right?
Yeah. Straight from that, you cut to the Juan is walking with one of them and is like, we didn't have Pac-Man, we had a cheap version called Circle Eater. And then he's like, follow the banana, and then they find the pear with Naughty Cliff carved into his chest. That's when the dead Pac-Man sound happens, right? Dead. My bad.
That's it. Yeah. And then, which yet again, how the killer set that up because they're in the scene, but whatever. Yeah, and then we have Coconut Pete pulls a full mare from fucking Jaws, where it's just like, okay, we can't tell anyone that this is happening.
Exactly. I just watched Jaws the other day. That's a great comparison. He's like, shut the fuck up. We don't want anybody to know about this. And then he's like, you guys need to come see my activity board. And it has all the dead people's name crossed off in blood and a sign that says, do your job and live. Tell the guests and everyone dies, because everybody's looking to find their own paradise. And I'm like, there's no way they found this right after the sign was made. How many people have walked by this sign and be like, what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah. I guess it's like in the employee area in the back where you wouldn't wander, but this is a bunch of drunk people. Like there's like a 0% chance someone wasn't like banging behind that sign at that exact moment.
And then, they realize all the boats are gone and all the phone lines have been cut. And a funny little throwaway I like here is they're like, well, damn sure it wasn't the jungle rats that chewed all the phone lines. And Juan's like, we have jungle rats?
Yeah, and then we get yet again another blatant Jaws ripoff. Yep. Fucking Ted. Forget exactly what he's doing, but like he's making some kind of like noise.
Yeah. Hank's making some kind of drink or something up above all of them in like a loft. And Coconut Pete's like, I needed my head of security, but also he was an FBI agent and he caught the Minnesota Mangler. I'm like, who the fuck is the Minnesota Mangler? And he's like, exactly. I'm like, that's not how that works. And then,
yeah, and
go ahead.
oh yeah, I was gonna say he pretty much says like we're gonna like lure this guy out and fucking like set some traps for him and figure out who he is. And I think we cut to the next day where they're at like a party and like they're doing like a pinata thing. They're like, dude, like what are you fucking doing? I thought we were gonna look for people. And they're actually in a pretty smart way. It's like killer's left-handed because of the slash marks. I'm looking for a lefty.
Right.
And that would like fucking knock out 90% of the fucking. I'm like, damn, Ted. All right.
Right.
Fucking, a little bit of respect. That's
also,
fucking smart.
the bonfires say SOS, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah. From above. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Penelope comes up and made Juan a hat out of leaves. And he's like, you want to go take a walk on the beach? And he like looks down and it's all dark and scary. And he's like, it's the same down there as it is here. It's just more sand and water, you know? And then she fucking judo throws him onto the ground.
Yeah.
And gets on top of it. Was like, I heard you were naughty earlier, which like with what's happened is pretty triggering. And she's like, I heard you were eating some watermelon. He's like, how the fuck did you know that?
All right. Oh yeah. Then this is where like you starts freaking out, like basically going like we can't do this. Like we have to fucking tell people. We have to get help.
Even though the sign literally says if you tell anybody, everybody dies. Thought that was super dumb of her.
Yep.
Also, what the fuck? That Putman is going through vinyls and signs one with a note that says, Dave, sorry about your parents. Wish I could have done more. Pete. And it has a little news clipping that comes up later. Yeah, you is walking around in the forest finding people and like everybody come to the beach for an announcement. And the stoner bros are being not gay in the jungle together.
Yep.
And Killer chases her through the woods and runs into Hank. And, you know, you build Hank up to be this big badass who's going to catch this guy. And he's like, there's always one fucker like you. The shit's in the apple pie. Well, you just shat in the one apple pie that knows how to shit back. And I was like, badass.
Yeah, then just gets his fucking throat slit with like zero resistance. Just stands there and takes it.
Instantly dead.
Yeah.
And then you get
you starts running.
Yeah, you get the cliche car keys scene where she drops it, but it's a golf cart. And then she gets it in and the battery's dead and the killer's just like walking next to her. It felt very Naked Gun-esque to me.
Yeah, and just like, just hard cuts. Which, seeing how she died later, I'm not sure how that tied to the golf cart, but whatever.
Right. And then you see Jenny is like just being hot in her bungalow in her underwear and hears something and pops her head outside. Took me a minute to figure out what she was freaking out about, but you hear a ski boat driving and there's supposed to be no boats.
Yep.
And she runs back inside and cut to telling Pete about it. And he's like, we better not go look for it because you know, that's what he wants us to do. He'll kill us. And at this point, I'm starting to question Coconut Pete. Like, maybe he's doing it because he keeps like, nobody say anything. Nobody go looking for anything. And then Lars has figured out where the line on the sign comes from. He says it's from Coconut Pete's album, Shanties and Wet Panties, and the song Naughty Cow. It's so great, dude.
Yeah. And let me see here. Where are my notes here?
They have like
they start
party.
listening to the song. Yeah, they start listening to the song and like trying to like discern anything from it, and it's like this fucking like nonsense, fucking like drug trip acid song.
But they start matching up lines with like how everybody died, and
yeah,
it was
they
funny
start,
as fuck.
fucking, like, accusing each other.
They're like, maybe we can find clues for the rest of them, and it's just like la 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 la.
Yeah. Is this something about an octopus? Like, does a Putman kind of look like an octopus?
Right. It was fucking funny, dude. I fucking hate Jimmy Buffett, so every time one of these dumb songs that making fun of Jimmy Buffett songs, it cracked me up because I can't stand Jimmy Buffett and I can't stand Parrot Heads.
You ever want to watch a fun video? You ever seen the guy do all the Margaritavilles in the U.S.?
No. What, like he went to all of them?
Yeah, he literally on one continuous road trip he eats every single Margaritaville left in the USA, and just like by the end of it he's like at the edge of madness. It's fucking great.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a horrible time.
I think he also did it with the Rainforest Cafes as well.
Well, that's a little bit cool. I don't really like the Rainforest Cafe either, but
well, the Rainforest Cafe is cool until you're 12. Like,
yeah, no, it's very overwhelming, like to the senses, being in a Rainforest Cafe. Not my jam. There was one in Chicago that every time we'd visit Chicago, that's where everybody wants to go. And that is
bane of anyone with any kind of sensory issue.
Right. And then they figure out you and Hank are dead. I know. How did they figure out
And
they're
then do
dead?
that
Did they
joke
find
like,
him on the beach?
well, it's yes. Someone runs up to them and says like, "You and
Oh
it's
yeah.
yeah. So he goes, "You and Hank are dead." It's like, "What the fuck, man? Fuck you. You're fucking dead." It's like, "No, you and Hank are fucking dead." It's like, "What?"
He's like, "Is that a fucking threat?" He's like, "Oh, for the love of God, just follow me."
yeah, and like fucking like Yu's had her fucking arms cut off and like planted like next to like fucking Hank's torso. It's fucking like weird.
Yeah.
Sort of definitely more grisly ones. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but
And then cut to them doing a fashion show, and he's like, because the sign said "Do your jobs or die." Nothing super important happens here except for they decide to go look for the boats. Also, the fashion show is the worst shit. It's just shit from it's like a
yeah,
poncho from the gift shop, and it's terrible.
like towels and a pillow and stuff. Yeah, it's a fucking they're trying to sell shit basically.
And then
And yeah,
before they
they're kind
leave,
of like, we gotta
Jenny
split up.
kisses Lars goodbye and then shakes Putman's hand, and he's like super pissed off about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, then we get the coconut Pete's paella scene where like we see he might be cracking a little bit.
Yeah, fully
There's these
unraveling,
two
where he's
fucking
like, "What's the secret ingredient of coconut Pete's paella?" And they're all just staring at him.
it's like these two fucking line cooks that just like are completely out of fucks to give, just like
Seemingly the only normal people that work at this resort, because they're just like, "Coconut," and he's like, "Yes, it's fucking coconut." And then when it shows Jenny and Juan are watching from the window, like maybe it's him, and you see him holding their hands, making them cut coconuts.
yeah.
And Penelope comes up behind him and scares the shit out of him, makes Juan eat some calamari. And he's like,
Yeah, which again is the octopus thing from the previous line. It's like, oh my god, it's Penelope.
right. They really lay it on thick.
It's an aphrodisiac.
Especially in a comedy, the people they lay on the thickest is automatically like it's not them.
Yeah. It'd be
And,
great just to like if they did that one time though, just like the most blatantly obvious person was the killer. Like I'd respect a movie that did that.
He's like, there's only one way we can figure out what her deal is. It's for Juan to go and bang her.
Yeah, while fucking Jenny, Dave, and fucking Sam hide in the closet for like backup with like a ukulele to fucking like bonk him if he starts getting weird.
And then she gets naked and does. She's like, "I have something to tell you. I just want to leave my past behind." And gets naked and does like a full back spring across the room.
Yeah, turns out she's like a repressed ass gymnast, like an Olympic medal winner and shit. And she like does some line about like, "Oh my god, my coach would kill me if like and probably everyone else if like he found out I was here."
And this is why Penelope must have recognized her because she was in the Olympics. But yeah, Juan's like, "Wait, are you a gymnast?" And then he's like, "Thank you, God." Like that's all.
And then like basically like all of them are like just like in the fucking closet having to watch him bang. And it comes and she like walks out to do something. And she's like, "Guys, I'm pretty sure she's not the killer, but I need like 3 or 4 more hours of like just to bang it out of her to see."
And she's like, "Why don't you sit in the closet? Why I go have sex with her?" He's like, "That is a wonderful idea."
And Dave's like doing the fucking like thing again.
Yeah. Also, she says she's a gymnast, and then when it shows them fucking, it's not like remotely gymnast.
Yeah, it's just fucking like reverse cowgirl. Like just those basic like fucking like get some interesting angles in there or something.
Right. And then shows Putman and Lars are on the beach, and he's like, "What exactly are your intentions with Jenny?" And he gives them the whole, if you love something, you gotta let it go. And he's like, "Oh, fuck you."
That's a Hallmark card. That's not fucking Chinese wisdom.
Yeah.
And he's like taking out this like plastic bag the whole time and like fucking like putting it into like he's gonna fucking like grab him and like fucking like choke him out with it. Then he just like puts it on his fucking dreads to protect it from the sand.
Yeah. He's like, "I know things you don't know." And then just covers his head and pulls out the article that he found earlier, and it's Dave's parents were trampled to death at one of Pete's concerts. And I'm just like, who is trampling at a Jimmy Buffett concert? Like on the way to what?
That's the mosh pit got too crazy.
The Jimmy Buffett mosh, yeah.
It's a bunch of people swaying back and forth and just got too intense.
You see, Sam and Dave are going through all of Lars' shit, and they find a shrine to Pete where he has cut his head out and put it over all these pictures with Pete. Very creepy.
With the main one being like a woman, which is just a little weird.
Yeah, he tries to shrug it off like I'm just a fan later, but that still needs looking into a bit.
Yeah. Might need to talk to someone about that after this is all done.
And then you see Machete Guy is chasing Putman through the woods, and it's Dave, and then Dave gets stabbed, and another Machete Guy standing behind him, who is Putman, and it's a dream, and then they fuck.
Yeah, they start banging themselves, and Putman wakes up in what I can only be described as gay panic, and just runs off into the fucking jungle. Oh, party! Oh, buddy, just whacked his head. You okay? That was very loud in my ears.
Yeah, he steps out of it and runs off into the woods, and then we see a beach dodgeball scene with a little tidbit of Pete standing in the ocean, putting his hat in the water. He's just like, farewell, and like pours booze on it.
Yeah. With like a fucking guitar, and all the tequila just getting like annihilated by the fucking waves, like drunk as shit.
And Lars shows up with the boat, and there's no rotor on it. And they're immediately like, you killed Putman. And he flips the fuck out finally. And it was like, let's hear you fucking fun pig. Go get a fucking fun war and put me in some fun handcuffs. And then it cuts to them locking him in the drunk tank.
And they're like, look, like it's like, and like Jenny's freaking out about it. Like, look, okay, like if it's him, we're safe. If it's not him, then we know it's not him at least. Like,
right.
Like it's like only good things can come with this.
And he says, have you ever heard the phrase sitting duck? And Juan's like, no.
Yep, and just closes the door and locks him in. Yeah, then it cuts to a bit later where Jenny's just like, I'm gonna go take a swim by myself, which I would not be leaving. Like we're staying in the group until this is done.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, she asked the people that are there, like, are you guys gonna be here for a while? And they're like, yeah. She's like, okay. And then in the time it takes her to dive into the pool, a naked dude shows up and slaps his ass and is like, whoever catches me gets a free drink. And they're all like, yay! And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good. I think the drinks are free here anyways. I think so.
And then somebody jumps in the pool with her and she freaks out, but it's just this pervy underage kid that's there for some reason. And then he pulls a Jaws and is like, there's something down here. Oh, wait, it's just my gigantic cock.
And then she starts freaking out, like looking behind him, and the fucking killer is there with a fucking CRTV, which I've never seen someone kill someone in a pool with a flat screen. Is that still a thing, or is that just like the CRTV was just like had that fucking like death bomb of a fucking like capacitor in it?
It's a good question. I feel like, yeah, the CCTV definitely has more of a capacity to kill than a flat screen does.
Yeah. Just to say, I've never seen it in a movie at this point. I saw tons of fucking, we push the TV in the pool and they die, but never seen flat screen.
Right. Yeah, it electrocutes the entire fucking pool and knocks out all the power on the resort. And
yeah, Jenny's able to get out, but the perv gets fucking electrocuted.
And she runs off into the woods into the arms of Putman, who's still super pissy. And he's like, oh, you put your arms around me. That must mean every other guy on the island is dead.
Yeah. And he's like saying some real fucking creepy shit. It's just like he just got it's like oh, did he smoke? It's like what? It's like, I just want to know if smoke was coming out of his ears. Is that so weird? It's like, yeah. Yes. Just chill, Putman.
Completely unravels for like 5 seconds, and then he's fine 5 seconds afterwards. He realized Lars isn't the killer and go to let him out, and he's not there. And she's like, you don't think he snuck through there, do you? And then that's when Putman's like, he's far too large. They go check on Pete and instead find Juan, and there's a noise at the door, and they're like, oh, getting ready to fight whatever it is, and it's just
like,
Dave.
Who's there? Like, no one's responding, and he's got like his fucking headphones on. He's like, guys, I think the power's out.
Just so X'd out at this point. Like, his brain must be fucking soup at this point.
It's the reason why his fucking uncle doesn't want him running anything.
Well,
and then they start
until you find out he fucking signed it over to him in the next scene, which was shocking to me.
Yeah,
but it must be out of guilt for his parents, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we do find here that Juan was in a Costa Rican prison as a young man for fucking a goat.
That's also when
he lived on a farm. I was lonely.
They're like, maybe it's you. You screwed Pete. He's dead. You screwed this guy. He's dead. And she's like, well, I screwed Juan and Pete, and they're not dead. And Putman's like, oh, give me a break. Am I the only guy?
Yeah. I didn't have a friend like that when I was younger, but I ended up getting there. But it was just like one of those things like, really? Like, it feels like a fucking like explosion went off and it just hit everyone but me, and I'm just standing there like, the fuck happened?
And then while they're all talking, and he's talking about how he fucked a goat, and they're all like, "What did you do, Juan? What did you do?" Pete slams through the window, who has now been hanged, and
yeah, it's on like some like fucking like Rube Goldberg fucking like, I guess they knew they were going to touch the chair at some point, and he would come swinging through the window to jump scare people. Like, it's all very intentional.
And wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. It must have been a setup because he's in the room. Sam is in the room when this happens.
Yeah.
Set that shit up. That's wild.
Yeah, no, his foresight. And, yeah, well, we're going into like almost supernatural serial killer at this point, so
right.
Yeah, I can suspend a little disbelief here, but
and that's when Putman shows everybody the article, and they're all like, "Yeah, we knew that that's how his parents died. What the fuck is wrong with you, Putman?"
Yeah, he's all sad. Like, why do you think he takes so many drugs? And he's like, you thought I killed him? It's like, I fucking love my Uncle Petey. Do you know his favorite herb was rosemary? Just like, this is like really touching moment where like, oh, I really did love his uncle.
He's like, did you know that he smelled of oranges and was uncircumcised?
Uncircumcised. Yeah, we find out that like Pete was gonna go back on tour with like this like fucking like oldies mega band.
Yeah, with like Eddie Money and all these people. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, it's like he was gonna sell the island to like the military to test bombs on, but like I told him I could run it.
And then Lars walks in and sees Pete hanging and completely freaks the fuck out. Falls to his knees screaming and crying.
No!
And then Sam starts clapping and goes, "Oh, bravo." And Lars snaps the fuck out again. And they have to get in between them. And then they're like, let's just gather the guests and go to the club and survive until the boat gets here in the morning.
Yeah, it's like literally the conversation. We all need to stick together. Cut to the next scene. Fuck it, we're all bouncing.
Yeah.
Don't even get to the fucking club.
I also realized this was the only murder in the movie they didn't show happen. Like they at least show the killer, like the lead up, like the killer tracking him down, but
yeah,
Pete just dead.
I guess same with Dave right after. Like we just get the after, like we hear him hear a noise, but we just like, huh?
Oh right, yeah.
He just goes back to his fucking like because like everyone scatters, but like everyone has a reason, and Dave's just like so fucking high, he just fucking like runs off.
Right. Well, and I guess it probably would have given some shit away if they showed somebody kill them, set it up to fall later, and then leave. But yeah, they all agree to separate. There's a part where he's like, they're giving him shit for fucking a goat still, and he's like, "I wore a condom," and then Jetty's like, "You told me you were allergic to condoms." Like that's what we're.
Well, you told me it was against your religion.
yeah, it was against your religion. Yeah. And then we see Dave in his little bungalow, and he was like, "I know how to turn on the generator." And turns his room on and just starts jamming out. It's so fucked up at this point.
Swallows an entire bottle of fucking ecstasy, like
dude,
like a container that big and that thick, and he would have died anyways. Like the decapitation was incidental.
This was probably the creepiest one of the movie. I think Lars realizes his swords are gone, and then they hear the music. Like, I thought all the power was out, and they go into Dave's bungalow, and his head is rotating on the turntable and slowing down the record of the song they were listening to at the part where it goes, "We're all gonna die."
Like you said, like every once in a while, this movie hits like a really effective horror note.
It was
like the whole thing, but like the machete thing at the beginning and stuff, like with like the slipping. Yeah, it's just like, all right, fucking fair game, fucking Club Dread. You maybe laugh at, you maybe go, ooh.
Right. And then they see the machete man walking towards the bungalow. Jenny dives under the bed. Lars is too fat and then lays down there and chants until he turns his gut into a 6-pack. And she's like, "Why don't you just do that all the time?" He's like, "Is that a fat joke?" And then he's like, "What is that?" And something bumps him. He pulls out a feather and handcuffs. He's like, "Jesus, Jenny."
It's pretty fucking tame,
right?
Like, for what could have been under that bed and how much she's banging, that's like the most vanilla fucking sex fucking set I've ever seen. They can only like they pulled out a dildo earlier. It'd be funny if they pulled like a bigger one or something.
Right.
Like
they see feet walk up to the bed, and Jenny, quick thinking, snaps the handcuffs around this person's ankle and locks them to the bed. And it's just Putman. And she's like, "Wait, what's in your pocket?" It's her fucking panties.
Yeah. And like it's like, fucking perv. Is there this reasonable explanation for this? This one did a memento.
Yeah, he's like, I've always
we
liked
see
you in the color red. It's a nice thing to remember you by. And then you see him start walking. The machete guy starts walking towards the bungalow, and they realize they don't have a key. And he pretty quickly accepts that he's gonna die.
Yeah, it's like you. Specifically says, "You've manacled me to my deathbed, you Piccadilly whore."
It's like, I can't stay mad at you for long, Jenny. He's like, hand me that racket, and starts hitting fucking tennis balls at him, and he hits him in the crotch, and it like dings, and he's like, Machete Phil, I knew it.
Yeah, and then Putman has like the longest death scene. It's like the fucking like Austin Powers death scene where it's like, "It's you! I knew it was you! Oh, it only makes sense it was you! Like all this time! And the name of the killer is dead! Oh!" It's so long.
He also catches a machete to the chest right before they walk off, and Lars goes, "Namaste," and he goes, "Fuck off."
Yeah, and he still gets like one more fucking tennis ball shot off, like with a machete in his chest.
And then they're hiding in the shower while this is all happening, and the guy walks towards the shower, grabs a towel, walks away, comes back and throws the towel back over, soaked in blood all over Lars's face. And then they run to the club where everybody is just partying like everything's fine, including some of the people that know what's happening.
Yeah. And the lights all go up in the club, and like all the dead bodies from all the time here are all strung up in the ceiling now.
Yeah, one of the guys is going to do like an ice shot, and it's full of blood that's dripping from the ceiling. And then they see Penelope's, they all see the blood and freak out and run off like we're all gonna die. Penelope's like, I don't know where Juan is. And then you see Juan walking up covered in blood, holding a machete. Seems like a reveal that he did it all. And then 5 seconds later, it's not him, because you see Sam up in a window with blood all over his hands screaming.
Yeah, and they all run to save him, and it's like the mud spa, I guess he's in. And like he reaches down to the first one, and there's like nothing there. And then like he reaches down to the second one, he pulls up dead Sam.
Right.
And it's like, okay, the killer's got to be in the third one. He like stabs the third one, and then like I think like he like puts it together in his head, like, oh shit, Lars is the killer. As soon as he realizes there's nothing in the third one,
right? And then he pops up, super creepy. He really pulls this off, honestly. For a guy from Broken Lizard, he gets all scary shit. Jumps out and grabs Lars. He's like, "Did you know I can hold my breath for 3 minutes and 30 seconds?" And he's like, "Juan, he's Machete Phil. What, do you piss out of your asshole?" He's like, "I'm not Machete Phil. I'm Machete Sam."
What are you saying? Like, have a dick.
Yeah. And they're like, "Sam, why?" And he's like, "It's because Rolo, he said he didn't have weed, but then I found him in the woods with so much weed."
Yeah, it's like, and with those two fucking bitches, and it's like, wait, no, that's not the reason. It was Dave.
He's like, I would run this place so much better. That fucking junkie would run this place into the ground. And like I said, I think it would be funny, or they just stuck with he had weed.
Yeah, it just escalated, like I kept having to kill people, like people kept seeing or something. But like, and he's like, yeah, and I got you all fuckers like working like really well, like you all fucking was doing your job even when you thought you were gonna die,
right?
And yeah, and there's just like I think back like that. I guess kind of makes sense for most of it. Why did Carlos die? He was doing his job,
right?
He was taking the trash out.
Because some of these people, the pear guy, did not deserve to die.
Yeah, he was doing his job. He was like, I mean, I guess he littered. Was that his like big crime? He like dropped a fucking biodegradable item on the floor.
And then, he's holding Lars with a machete to his neck, and Lars grabs his wrist and just makes him start coming. And he's like, he's going to have an orgasm for another 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, can't you get to like the sleeping panda point? He's like, I can't reach it from here.
And then, they all run out, and Sam is slow walking them down like a good horror villain does. And they run in. They're like, we have to get to where the liquor is. It's the most secure place in the complex. And they run in and lock the gate. And then they look up, and I guess super creepy, but I guess the hot tubs, they have a window into the bar so you can see everyone's lower halves in the hot tub.
Oh yeah, like in an earlier scene, there's like two people banging in there. Like,
I missed that.
Oh yeah, it's fucking not Carlos, Juan and fucking like Penelope are like looking at it. She's like, oh my god. She's like, oh yeah, people do that.
That's amazing. But yeah, Sam has Penelope in there, and Juan, who is strong as fuck apparently, grabs an axe and smashes through the window in 2 swings.
Yeah, that's fucking like holding like a lot of water back. That's some fucking thick ass glass.
Yeah, it knocks Juan onto his ass and knocks him the fuck out, which it should.
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, that now that fucking Sam's in the building, he he like starts like fucking horror villain monologuing, and Lars gets a fucking backstab critical on Sam.
Yeah, I want to know what happened back in that room that he decided Lars wasn't a problem anymore. Yeah, he comes up and stabs him in the back, and he's like, "The fun is done." And then he goes, "What happened to the hot tub?"
Yeah, and I just put in this movie, it's like, dude, you were so obviously in a horror movie situation. At this point, double tap his ass, like fucking.
Right.
I don't care, man. Like, if there's anyone that's like this level of relentless trying to kill me, I'm not stabbing them once. I'm getting them down on the ground. I'm taking their head off.
Well, dude, they take that and stretch it out, and it's so hilarious by the time it ends. I don't understand what happened here, but they go outside and everyone's naked and fucking and partying, and I'm like, what did I miss?
I guess it's just like everyone's like freaking out and going like full fucking buck wild, I guess is the point, because like they find out there's a killer and they just run like 50 feet and start banging. I don't know.
You see somebody, they
like
went
a dude swinging on a naked on a fucking swing, like
yeah.
they're yeah.
And 2 of them ran off and got the watermelon and pretzel costume, and they're just absolutely going at it. And
yeah, so it's just full chaos, and like Sam just fucking Terminators out of the fucking like fucking bar area, just like coming at them with the machete. Like doesn't even seem hurt. He's just
yeah. And Juan's like, "We have to run through the jungle. I can get us out of here." I'm like, "There's so many people here, though. You could all overpower him." And then they get to a cliff,
stabbed, but you know.
And he's like, "When you jump off, keep your legs together and clench your asshole, or water will fly up your butthole and pulverize your intestines."
Yeah. Yeah, they all like fucking jump off, and fucking like Jenny comes, she's like, "Oh God, my asshole."
Yeah, Penelope has like a perfect dive. Juan has a perfect dive, and then Lars and Jenny just jump. And
yep. I don't know if you ever cliff dive, like that shit does hurt your fucking asshole. Like that's not a false thing.
Yeah, no, I got one of my first concussions doing cliff diving into a much too shallow of a place to jump into. When they jump in, they see a boat under the water, missing its rotor, obviously.
One of the 2 that...
Or no, it has a rotor,
that's the one that
and
has
the boat
rotor?
they do have doesn't have one.
Yeah, and it's sunk. So yeah, he tells Lars and Jenny and Penelope to go to the boat, and he's going to dive down and get it.
And they certainly set it up like he's going to die here. Somebody jumps in after him when he swims down, and the other 3 get up on the boat. And Juan comes up with the rotor, and they're like, "Oh, you're bleeding." And I'm trying to figure out if he was bleeding from this or if it happens as he tries to get out of the water. But he's like, "I'm fine." And then when he goes to climb on the dock, he's just completely sliced open.
Yeah, I think he's like bent over, and then like when they pull him out, it's like it like opens back up, and like even still, I'm like, I still think that's survivable. Like that, right. you get a fucking some pressure on that, and like pull him into the boat, and he doesn't pass out from shock. Like I think you could probably.
Yeah, your guts haven't come out yet, man. There's still time, especially with what happens after this.
It's like he got hit across like the ribs up like his sternum. Like he should like he could bleed out if, like with some time, but like you should have been able to make it.
He's like, "I just want one more kiss," and he's like, "No, you 2 kissing each other. I always want to see that."
Yeah, that's like his last words. He fucking like falls under the fucking water, like smiling still.
And then Sam hops up and starts beating on the women, and Lars hits him with a rotor, and they start fighting, and they all jump in a boat and like tied the rope off on Sam. And it takes like 3 more tries to end this. They start wrapping around the dock, squishing him to death. It looks like he's dead. They pull up to check, and he's still alive and like reaches out at them.
And he grabs fucking Lars, yeah.
And then they do it some more and just squish him in fucking half. And this is the funniest fucking part. His fucking top half comes out, and it shows like he's just hanging there by just his top half.
Yeah, and it's like they didn't really like kill him that time. They just like spin around like, "Oh God damn it!" Like they're just like annoyed at this point and fucking like throw him into the water.
The shit was hilarious. And then even then, when it shows them like driving away in the boat, you see just legs kicking after them.
Yeah. With the end question mark.
Yeah. That was
Like the legs
straight
go
up
up their ass down.
Naked Gun shit. And then you get a little shot
Yeah.
of Jenny touches Lars's lips and he squeezes her nose and they're just standing there coming in the weirdest
Yeah.
possible way.
And Penelope's just sitting there like, okay, well, my boyfriend's dead, but you all just fucking just orgasm button each other right next to me.
And then that
None
is
of this
the
was
end.
traumatizing. I'm fine.
Yeah, she seems oddly okay for the fact that her boyfriend, possibly
Yeah.
love of her life, just
I mean,
died.
boyfriend, dude she stalked and then banged once.
Right.
Then just...
And then he decided was the love of his life just because she's a gymnast.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Ugh.
with that, we are going to put these movies through 10 rounds now and declare a winner. And had to pick some definitely unique categories for these rounds because this doesn't fully fit in a comedy, doesn't fully fit in a horror, obviously. So get a little collection of both here. Let me get my soundboard up, and then let's get right into it with round one. Premise execution. Which film nails its concept better? Misunderstanding horror versus the slasher parody.
I mean, like, I mean, like hitting their like target, like they kind of both hit it pretty hard. I think I gave it 8 and a 7 to Dale and Tucker just because that particular premise I have not seen before. Like a misunderstanding horror movie
That's
is
what I'm
something
thinking.
pretty unique. Yeah. Whereas I've seen horror parody before and it's great and I enjoy it, but like it's, I know that flavor. This is
Exactly.
unique.
Yeah, we've seen Scary Movie, we've seen all those movies, but I still haven't seen another. Nobody's tried that again. It's a very, they did that. That's not a thing everybody else gets to try and do now. That's Tucker and Dale. And they fucking nail it. If anything, I would say they could have hammered on it harder with the switching back and forth and like making them look like psycho killers when it switches back to the college kids' perspective, but they still nailed it. It was awesome.
The part where they're walking through the forest, like, yeah, I beat the shit out of her. I'll go back and finish her off after this.
Yeah, I did. So round one is going to Tucker and Dale, taking us into round two. Not necessarily a duo, but lead duo chemistry. We got Alan Tudyk and Lebine's wholesome duo versus the entire Broken Lizard collection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really gonna. I think I'm going Dale and Tucker here again. Probably like a 9-7 again, because their chemistry was like wonderful in this. The chemistry, like everyone was doing a bit in Broken Lizard. Like,
Right.
it didn't feel like any of them, like Super Troopers. If this is Super Troopers in Dale and Tucker, I would probably put Super Troopers above it just because like the chemistry between the characters is so fucking good there, and like how they play off each other and riff and fucking improv. This one, it was just like none of these characters really felt connected to each other outside of like fucking Lars and
Right.
yeah,
Jenny.
like then fucking Jenny. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
And,
I kind of kept
Steve Carlson,
expecting
Penelope, it's like a
Putman
joke.
to like reveal that he had a fake British accent the whole time because he's so bad at it.
Yeah,
Which is funny
yeah,
that
there's
they
just no
leaned into
connection.
that.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fine. And like like the characters that had fun. But I guess that's also part of the problem with like a horror movie is you're gonna be losing like 2/3 of your cast by the end. So
Right.
fucking it's hard to make those connections stick if
And
these
for
two
the
characters
most
are
part,
fucking
they're
dead.
all questioning each other the whole movie too. So, but yeah, I think it just even on just overall chemistry, yeah, Tucker and Dale is great. I mean, Alan Tudyk is such a good actor that he can make anything
No,
work.
it's like
But that Labine
they feel like
is
an old married couple in a weird way. Like
right.
like they're platonic life partners. Like
Yes, I buy that they've been friends since childhood. It was great. So yeah, Tucker and Dale winning round two as well. Taking us into round three. The kills and gore, the death that we did see, the real horror aspects, the wood chipper gag, all the resort massacres. Which one do you take?
you know what? I'm actually gonna give this one to I think Broken Lizard because yet again, like on the things I've seen versus the things I haven't seen, like the kills are brutal in Tucker and Dale, but I've seen every single one of those kills before. Like,
Right.
I've seen someone be wood chippered. I've seen someone be stabbed by a spear. I've seen someone get shot. I've seen someone get nailed to the head. I've never seen someone grab a machete as their fucking last fucking hope of
That
life
one
and
was
see their
nasty,
fingers
yeah.
fucking slip down the blade. Like, it's like not all of them were that level, but like there were some fucking good ones. Like,
Well,
in there.
not just the
And,
actual
like,
kills, because most of the kills are pretty fucking boring because they're just machete stab.
Yeah.
But what he does after with like dropping the body from a parachute just to match a line in the song and shit like that, that was
Yeah.
pretty gnarly.
And like he like mutilates the corpses and fucking even like the whole like the last gag of him getting fucking cut in half was like
Yes.
fucking really well done. And like yeah I think there was just a little like just that little edge. I think I give it like a like a 9 to Broken Lizards and an 8 to Tucker and Dale.
Fuck yeah. All right, round 3 going to Club Dread. I keep wanting to spell it Dredd, by the way, just because of fucking Judge Dredd.
Oh, we should do Judge Dredd sometime.
What's that?
We should do like a new versus old Judge Dredd sometime.
Oh yeah,
love both those
and
movies.
RoboCop, or RoboCop versus Judge Dredd. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Round 4
that's a good
is
weekend.
the villain reveal. Both of them have a reveal of who done it. You know, you find you don't. There's not necessarily a reveal of who the villain is in Tucker and Dale, just like who he actually is. And
Yeah.
then yeah, obviously Sam in Club Dread.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna give this one again to Club Dread because there's so much misdirect in Club Dread that there is like literally no way to like suss out who it is before like fucking the actual reveal. Like everyone is equally a suspect. In the end, it's just like, hey, you're this guy in fucking Tucker and Dale, and it's just like, all right, I'm still gonna kill you.
Right. Yeah, I guess the reveal is better.
Reveal.
I guess for me, it's because I didn't figure out that the guy at the beginning is that college kid. It hits a little harder for me. Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't know.
personal
It
issue.
felt like
the
also because I figured it out when they told the story that they're obviously lying to him and that he's the son of a serial killer. But yeah, the reveal doesn't really matter, really.
impact. Yeah. Exactly. Whereas the reveal in Club Dread like shifts the entire tone of the movie to like fucking
Right.
like Michael Myers slasher now.
Yeah, I would love just like an offhand explanation of why he is the T-1000.
He's a serial killer. It's like it's a thing like when you're the bad guy in a horror movie, like Scream, you become like semi-invulnerable even though you're
Right.
just a dude. It's horror movie tropes. It's the whole thing. He's the killer now, so now he's semi-immortal.
Right, exactly. It was so funny though. How many times they had to keep trying, and I laughed out loud when it zooms out and shows them wrestling with the top half of a body, and he's just like ah,
yeah, just throwing the dummy over the fucking edge. It's great.
So round 4 also going to Club Dread, taking us into round 5. Comedy timing pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one's definitely going to Tucker and Dale. Like just the repertoire between them is fucking hilarious. It's like you're peeping.
It's great, dude. All of Alan Tudyk's little offhand remarks and shit, and
yeah, I'll bring the finger sandwiches.
And like I said, I love the background stuff that Broken Lizard does, but I've seen so many Broken Lizard movies that it just is bad.
It's a boner comedy too, which is gonna hurt its fucking comedic value and chicks. Some of the jokes are like, oh, dick, oh, boobs.
Exactly.
And that's gonna fucking knock down the
And they came out around the same time, so Tucker and Dale was just way ahead of its time, in my opinion. Like I said, that Labine guy, he's so funny. I cannot believe he didn't blow up more around this time, but everything I've ever seen him, he's just fucking hilarious. And Alan Tudyk is a god.
Was he in Reaper?
Yes. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's Reaper, but he was in some show where it was like a Ghostbuster thing.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah. God, I love that show. And I got canceled after like 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's fucking great, dude. That happened to a lot of stuff he was in. They just underperformed, and it wasn't fair. But yeah, round 5 going to Tucker and Dale. Taking us into round 6, horror tension. Which actually scares between laughs?
You know what? Personally, I think I'm going to go 8-6 to Club Dread this one because there's not really horror tension. Like, they're never victims at any point. It's like they're getting shot at, and they bust out the fucking overclocked nail gun to fucking shoot back.
Right.
Like, it's like, you got axe, I got machete. It's like, it's a fight. There's never like oh my god, we're running for our lives from an outmatched, like fucking unkillable foe. Like that.
Right.
There's definitely more tension built in Club Dread, like as like the kills progress and more people find out about it, and
Well, like I
people start
said,
freaking
the head
out.
on
And
the turntables what got me to give this one to Club
yeah,
Dread, because the Two-Face thing I could say is pretty good in Tucker and Dale, but most of the movie there's no tension really because you know that they're not bad
no,
guys, and
yeah, like there's no bad guy. Well, I guess Chad, but beyond that, there's like no real bad guy
right.
until like the very end.
Yeah, so I agree. This should definitely go to Club Dread. Yeah, that they nailed the head on the turntable thing to be actually scary, and yeah, and like I said, he's fun. As much as I know that guy from all the Super Trooper movies and stuff, is just being a funny guy. When he snaps into being scary murderer guy, I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, legitimately intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that one goes to Club Dread, taking us into round 7. Supporting cast: the dumb teens of Tucker and Dale versus all the island orgy weirdos from Club Dread.
I mean, I will say one thing about the college group is I stretched to remember any of their names. And at least, hi, buddy. Broken Lizard had the respect to not even tell us.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I like the cop in Tucker and Dale. Um, I think that
Makes sense.
the Chad guy nailed it. I think he was really good at playing developing psycho. Most of the background people beyond Coconut Pete, I would kind of consider a background person. I didn't give a
Yeah,
flying
Coconut Pete
fuck
up
about.
Penelope, kind of like she doesn't really do a lot or say much. But
Right.
yeah, like there's like the expendable cast members in the beginning. She like can't. Yeah, I guess probably background supporting character probably a little better in Tucker and Dale than
Yeah, I mean,
Club
pretty much
Dread, just because
every
Club Dread
background
just
person in Club Dread is just who are they fucking and who are they getting fucked by.
hmm
So yeah, not by a huge margin or anything, but I'd probably go like 7-6 here. None of the background people are awesome in these
yeah.
movies, but I definitely like
No, there's
Tucker
like
and
the
Dale
two not
better.
gay guys, but beyond that, I really
Yeah.
couldn't pick out any. And there's like the pervy dude, and that's really it. Everyone else is just.
Well, there was no development with the pervy guys really. They have like 2 appearances in the
No,
movie, and then you never really see them again.
one of them might be the naked guy running around at the end, but that's like maybe it.
Well, they were the ones with the blood luge shot, but
Yeah,
that was the last time you see him. I don't know. Feel like they could have done more with them because that one guy's in a lot of comedy movies. Um, but yeah, round 7 going to Tucker and Dale, taking us into round 8. The setting: the cabin in the woods versus tropical kill paradise.
oh man, I mean, I feel like this one's not even really a fucking competition. Like Tropical Kill Paradise is so fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, they had so much
Like
more
Reaver said, it's
set
like I
to
want
work
to be
with.
there.
And Tucker and Dale could have been
Which,
shot in the same square, like 500 feet, from what I can tell. But there's
pretty
so
much. Which, yeah,
much.
it was an independent movie.
Yeah. There's just so much to the
There's a lot.
setting of Club Dread. There's all the
Yeah,
activities
whereas
they go to and stuff. And
yes, live action Pac-Man and fucking the
right,
bar and the like windowed hot tub and yeah, like all like the winding path. Where yeah, because Tucker and Dale does fall into that horror movie trope of like we're doing a lot of running through the woods to save on
right.
fucking shooting costs,
Which works for the
which
movie,
is
but in a
yeah,
vacuum, the setting in Club Dread is fantastic. Like they have so many set pieces to
yes.
work with.
Well, I'm just figuring they probably just rented out like an actual fucking resort somewhere
Right.
and just like fucking filmed at it. Like
Well,
the
yeah, with
rooms
their
were really
budget,
fucking
they
nice,
might
like
have
way
just
nicer
paid
than
for
that
their
budget.
stay and found slightly secluded places to shoot when they could.
Yep, it's Gorilla filmed the whole thing.
Exactly. All right,
But
so
yeah,
round 8
definitely, I
going
think this is
to
yeah, Club Dread.
taking us into round 9. I meant to change this, but it basically covers the same part. It was supposed to say round 9. God damn it. Okay, this works fine. Cult appeal. Which one has a deeper cult following and quote life? Part of it was which one do you encounter more in the wild, like people that have seen each movie.
Yeah. Oof. I mean, like you said, I do believe that Tucker and Dale at the end of the day is probably the better movie. Like, it's got more heart in it than I feel than Club Dread does, whereas Club Dread is very fun, and I feel like the people making it had a great time, but it's a little cheesy. Uh, but I think for cult appeal, probably be Broken Lizard, just because of the Broken Lizard association. Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna find this just via Beer Fest and fucking via Slam and
Right.
Salmon and via fucking Super Troopers. There is no connecting movie to Tucker and Dale. There should be. I wish there was,
Right.
but it kind of stands alone. And I heard about it once from a homie like a decade ago, and like
Yeah.
never saw it, as opposed to, I've seen fucking Club Dread like 5 or 6 times. Now,
Yeah,
the amount of boobs in it definitely had something to do with that, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. Most people I've met that have seen one of these has seen the other, but I definitely feel like I've met more people that has only seen Club Dread just because they love all the Super Trooper movies. Tucker
Yeah.
versus Dale is such a deep underdog that makes me love it a little bit more. But yeah, Club Dread just definitely has had more exposure.
Yeah, something unfortunately takes that one just because of the world we live in. Not really fault of its own.
Right. Yeah, agreed. So round 9's going to Club Dread, taking us into the final round, which is the final verdict. Gut choice. Which one do you rewatch first? And I'm going to tell you right now, mine is definitely Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I've rewatched Club Dread a bunch of times. That's just because, I had a Blockbuster pass back in the day and sometimes it wasn't anything good. But yeah, no, Tucker and Dale, I would definitely go back and watch again before I would bust out of this particular Broken Lizard movie. Like, I'm going to go watch Beer Fest or something after this, but like, I'm not going to pop this one back in for any kind of, like, deep seated need to fucking see it or anything. And
Yeah,
Gibby's hot,
definitely.
but there's other stuff she's in.
There's just, especially like, I don't know. Sometimes Broken Lizard type comedies can feel kind of overwhelming to me with just I don't know. It gets super old to me super fast. I love those guys. They're very funny. They have some great jokes, but like they fill the space with so much dick and boobs jokes, and just I don't know. That Tucker and Dale feels like refreshing afterwards.
Yeah, the Broken Lizard comedy is getting a little dated in this day and age too. So
yeah, agreed. So I mean, personally for me, I would go like 10-7 here to Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, same.
So because of that, we are currently sitting at a tie. So
I feel like that's fair. Both these movies kind of bring something to the table that's unique, and didn't have a bad time watching either.
we have I have a bonus round ready for the case that this would happen, because I had a feeling that it might. But for the bonus
serial
round,
kill level foresight.
Who would you rather party with? If you could hang out with one cast for 24 hours without dying, who are you picking? You hanging out with Alan Tudyk and what's his name? Levine? Or the Broken Lizard cast?
I think I might hang out with the Broken Lizard cast here.
Well, then we're going to end on a fucking tie, because there's no universe where I don't choose hanging out with Alan Tudyk.
I mean, I feel like I would have a good time with Alan Tudyk, but I'm going to get fucked up with the fucking Broken Lizards people, so.
Well, that's partially why I wouldn't hang out with the Broken Lizard people, so.
Fair enough.
All right, bonus round didn't fix it, so.
They're too equally matched.
Yeah, dude, I
found the immovable object and unstoppable force.
I also feel like I would be a lot less overwhelmed hanging out with two guys that I think are funny versus the entire Broken Lizard cast trying to match that energy. I would just sit there and ask Alan Tudyk questions, like, when you did the voice for this, when you did the voice for this.
Well, see, that's not partying. That's just interviewing Alan Tudyk.
It's my version of a party when I don't fucking drink or anything. Play a board game play D&D with Alan Tudyk and Levine. All right, well, I think this is a first on our show, actually, just fully ending in a tie.
Straight tie.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I think both of these, they're both such massive underdogs. Like, the stat-wise, I feel like the Broken Lizard one caught some hate it didn't deserve.
Man, I mean, it's an honorable double knockout between two strong warriors. So,
all right, fantastic, 5-5 tie. Fucking goddamn it, I gotta get the wheel ready. I just remembered that. While I get the wheel ready, Nick, why don't you tell them some Easter eggs and trivia?
Yes. All right, let's see here. So Tucker and Dale versus Evil, we had talked about it earlier, but there was an alternate college kids cut that exists as a bonus feature on the DVD that shows how fucked up the whole thing was from their perspective.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Jesse Moss is also a villain in Final Destination 3. And a sequel script exists, but was scrapped by the creators, which fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But if it was scrapped, maybe it's better that it didn't happen. If they're like,
well,
we
I feel like they solely scrapped it based on money, though, because they technically on paper made their budget back, but they didn't really, because they had to pay the cost of distributing the movie and everything. So they definitely lost money on it. But
oh yeah, definitely. And so for Club Dread, we have Jimmy Buffett wanted to perform some Coconut Pete songs live, which I thought would have been fucking hysterical.
Yeah, dude.
God, it's so weird. He has like this whole empire that's like extended beyond his death.
It's kind of scary. And it's funny. Some of the most random people I would never expect to be a Jimmy Buffett fan or Jimmy Buffett. One of my buddies, hardcore into hip hop and that whole culture. And I, in his presence, was like, I fucking hate Jimmy Buffett. He was like, man, fuck you. I fucking love Cheeseburger in Paradise. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, like fucking, they're militant fans too. Like fucking Jimmy Buffett fans go hard for fucking Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, it's like a cheesehead level fucking obsession. It's insane.
Yeah, it's almost fucking ICP The Gathering level obsession.
And then we also have the unrated cut, which apparently adds 14 minutes of gore and improv. Not sure if I watched that one. I just watched whatever one was free on YouTube.
I did like that Club Dread had a blooper reel during the credits, which is a long lost art.
Oh yeah. I miss those.
Me
fucking,
too,
even
dude.
Toy Story had a blooper reel, man. Fucking
yeah. I love blooper reels. All right, well, there you have it. There's your fun facts and trivia for those two movies. Going back to our normal format for at least the next several weeks till Christmas time, we're going to spin a wheel here. We spin a wheel to pick a wheel, and then we spin that wheel. And we can each veto once during the spinning of the wheel. All right, spinning the wheel.
Watch it land in horror.
It landed on comedy, which could go a number of ways. I feel like we just haven't landed on the thriller and twist one in a while, but if you're good with comedy, I will go with comedy.
I'm fine with comedy. We had a lot of horror recently. You can do a little lighter.
All right. Comedy, where are you? Okay, this is much bigger than I remember. Good Lord.
We've been added to it.
Okay, it landed on Big Stand versus Get Hard.
All right.
I'm gonna do one more, and if I don't like where it lands, we'll do that.
All right.
Dude, I hate it when it does this. It landed on the same one again. Hang on. Okay, so either Big Stand versus Get Hard, or Get Him to the Greek versus Hangover.
Well, that one.
That one, I agree. Okay. All right, there you have it, gang. The next episode of Flick Fights will be Get Him to the Greek versus Hangover 1.
When life hands you a Jeffrey, stroke the furry wall, stroke the furry wall.
I bought that soundtrack, dude. That was a banger of a soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, no. Dude, fucking Bangers and Mash is a banger.
Yeah, Keeson's ringtone for me used to be the clap. You got the clap. We got the clap. All right. So, Hangover versus Get Him to the Greek next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming to Flick Frights. Sorry Jess couldn't be here for this episode if you came back just to see Jess. But she really just wanted to do Hereditary versus Midsummer, I think. So
yeah. You'll see her in the next / previous episode. So
right,
you'll get your Jess
exactly. She'll probably be around for at least one of the Christmas episodes too, when we do like the elf episode, assuming we do an elf episode, which I don't know that we will, but we'll see. But she loves Christmas and she loves Halloween, so probably see her again sometime around then.
Yeah.
That being said, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please, again, remember to like, subscribe, share the episode, get in the comments, let us know what you want to see. Nick, anything you want to add?
No, not really. I guess happy closing of the spooky holidays, and we'll start pandering to Christmas when that comes around.
Yeah, just realized if I stay up and edit this tonight, I'll have the episode out on Halloween, so...
Shit. Well, there we go.
All
We
right,
almost
well,
got it all in 1 month.
right, yeah. Nah, I mean, the next one's going to come out much after Halloween, but whatever. They just emailed me again while we were doing this, so. But with
Hopefully
that,
they fix
thanks for tuning in, everybody. I am Devin Vestal,
I'm Nick Nye.
and this has been Flick Fights.
See you next time.